Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Let's get ready to rumble!
Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's Mike here with another exciting episode of Drawn and Quartered. Why don't we go ahead and bring in our guests tonight, which include the ever effervescent Kevin Sharpie Sharp, the discombobulating Matt Cosson, the curious, I have nothing, Herman, Jeff Potts, and the ebullient Lester Sisters.
So good to see
I
you.
had nothing for you, Jeff. I had nothing.
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. I won't be able to do much tonight, so I'll probably be off early. But
So
I'm
be
doing
like
this
usual.
from my phone. Yeah. Well, yeah. So
Oh, you're on your phone?
yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm
Are
in.
you traveling?
Yes, I'm a far northern location.
Oh,
Canada.
Close. Not far from Canada.
Alaska.
Nova Scotia.
Greenland.
Michigan?
Michigan.
Iceland.
Hey!
Are you in Monroe?
England.
Oh, I know where you are. I know where you are.
Australia.
I knew somebody who lived in that area where you are.
No, I'm way up near Mackinac.
Oh,
Vermont.
Mackinac, man. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
where they made the movie with Christopher Reeves.
Yes.
New Hampshire.
Something about Boston.
No, I'm in the fun state.
A fun state, yeah. Michigander, man. Motown.
North
home of-
Dakota.
The home of the Petoskey Stone, eh?
Oh, I got a Petoskey stone on my. I have one up on my shelf, polished and everything.
Yeah.
Is that like a seer stone where you can interpret golden plates in a hat?
No, it's ancient coral. It's gray. It looks cool. And that's about
Yeah.
it.
When you polish it, it looks like a cool pores, but it's a smooth, but it looks like these cool.
Oh,
patterns.
the little. It looks like Thousand Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hexagonal.
That's cool.
Hexagonal in nature.
Yeah, it was so cool, Petoskey. I used to live in Petoskey for a little bit.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a great story, Matt. Hey, Matt, why don't you tell us what we're drawing tonight? Matt Cosson, why don't you tell us what we're drawing tonight?
Oh, we're going to be drawing Spider-Man Reign 2. And I just picked up the first issue, just came out last week, I think it was. And I just started getting into the artist because he did like a mini series for Image. And I'm not really familiar with him until then. And I'm like, he did Iron Fist series a few years back too. But you guess he did Spider-Man Reign. The first one came out 2016 or maybe earlier. But yeah, he did that. I didn't even hear about the first one, but I just ran into the second one. Looked cool. He did it in a style that almost looks like 90s influence from McFarlane on a bit, but not all the time. Just some of the things he does. You can tell it's pretty cool. He's been doing some Marvel stuff. But
yeah, I went with this one just because I wanted to draw a zombie. So,
and it looked like zombies are in it. But I don't know. At least there's like these dead bodies.
Matt, you said there were zombies in it, so I'm drawing a zombie. That's all I got. That's what I'm here for.
It fits, I think, that world. That did you see? The Kingpin looks like some giant monolithic.
Yeah, he looks like a mutant.
Yeah, he's just huge, and they keep him in a vat, and then he comes to soak. Yeah, it's pretty weird, but No, but Spider-Man's an old man with a beard. He just has like a trench coat on. He's in his underwear, and he's got like his half his face is covered with a mask. The other half's a long white beard. It's weird, but the art's good.
You think he could, like, shave to,
Well, he was like he wakes up at the beginning of the book. He wakes up like from a Matrix, like he's in a Matrix thing where he's tubes all in him, feeding him and everything. So he thinks he's living with Mary Jane, but he's not.
By the way, welcome to the stage, the late great Jerkmonger.
Boy, I ain't dead yet.
Oh,
Why are you dressed like a pumpkin?
what happened to your beard?
It turns out my beard was giving me
You look like you're in prison
why?
because
Oh,
you got an
'cause
orange
orange?
shirt and you're all shaved up.
it's the new black.
Orange is the new black.
It's true. I feel like I'm in
Careful,
prison.
Careful,
Oh,
man. Get too lippy with him.
Oh yeah, give us a health update. How are you feeling?
yeah.
I'm much better. I don't last week I had a real rough, I think I told you I had a real rough time after I got off, and had some issues throughout the weekend, but so far sounds like everything's kind of better, or feels like everything's better.
Is everything coming out roses?
I wouldn't say roses. I'm still working that out.
Yeah.
But let's just say I've been more productive lately. and that's all I'm going to say about that.
The deliveries are on schedule.
The kids have been dropped off at the pool.
That's good because you don't want the kids staying in all summer. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's getting crowded. So little spring cleaning, and here we are. No, I am doing a little bit better, and but the pain stuff, there was a concern that I might have, which I still need to see the doctor. I might have diverticulitis, or I haven't considered polyps. There was also a consideration there might be something wrong with my gallbladder, which there still may be, but we'll see.
Oh, that's all the way up here.
Yeah, that's about where
Yeah.
the pain was.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You got to defat the liver, man.
it got super severe that night. Like I was struggling, and then the pain radiated to my back, and it felt like somebody was punching me in the kidneys.
Yeah, that's the liver, man. I heard about that. I had a similar thing, and
We'll see.
that's why I totally went like liver cleanse. I was drinking kale blueberry smoothies with kefir, and that's all. And then I just had eggs, and that was all I was eating.
Oh yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water, but then my cardiologist says that I shouldn't drink too much water. Whatever,
That's the thing.
man.
When you eat, I would feel the pain when I eat.
Next time you go to your cardiologist, ask him when you went and got your PhD to become a cardiologist. How long did you take nutrition?
Well, he's the one that told me to go plant-based years ago,
See,
and I didn't stick with that. But
See?
I was just talking to my cousin tonight. We went to go have some sushi, and he says, "Yeah, I'm on cardio now too, and it's been great."
cardio.
Carnivore.
Carnivore, yeah.
He's on carnivore, and he's like, "Yeah, my blood sugar's going down." I'm like, I said, "Don't let me tell that to my friend Michael."
Dude.
But
Yeah, man. Dude, I'm telling you, I did it now for a few months, and like I said, I could run down the stairs, up the stairs, and I'm not even winded at all. And before I'd be huffing and puffing. And I was even exercising.
yeah, see, that's the problem. So I figured I might have to start looking for a new job soon. So I thought, let me try to look a little younger.
Let me start looking like I just came out of prison.
I think you look great. You
That's
really
tough.
do. I think it really does. You do look a lot brighter. I like it a lot.
Oh, he looks
Aw,
brighter
thank
because
you.
it's orange. The shirt is orange, so he's very bright.
It's amazing. You can really see your eyes and just I can see you
Oh,
more. You know.
Mike, you're definitely gonna get shanked.
Hey, we're gonna go sing.
Yes, Mendoza, you can do anything that comes from an animal: cheese, milk, eggs. All that
Yeah.
was good stuff. And
Yeah.
beef jerky.
I don't like beef jerky that much though. It's too salty. I gotta stay away from salt.
You know,
Then
you
I
don't
thought-
have to make beef jerky with salt.
I'm just saying the stuff that you buy usually has a lot of salt. I don't know how to make beef. How
Well-
do you make beef jerky? Jerk.
I make it in my smoker.
But that's not what that package can come out of your smoker.
No, because this the bargain market. These were 1 pound bags of jerky for $13.
Yeah, I love bargain market.
So cheap. So I bought.
Grocery outlet, bargain
With a quarter
market.
pound of salt.
I don't care about salt.
I do.
Why?
Salt's good.
I have heart disease, Michael. Salt's
Salt's
bad
good
for
for
me.
you.
No,
No,
it's fine.
not that salt. They say that. So listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
They say that the pink. You gotta be careful with the pink Himalayan salt now,
Yeah.
because the mines that they're mining that at are coming out of mines in China that also have mercury, and they're
Oh.
finding mercury traces in the pink Himalayan salt.
Well, you
Maybe
need
that's-
trace minerals.
I don't need mercury.
Maybe that's why Costco got rid of their Himalayan salt, because they're having some they're like, it's not really from the Himalayas. It's from
So they're saying that you get like the kosher salt's decent, but also the Celtic salt is really good. They say.
yeah,
wherever they're
Celtic
at.
salt. I heard about that. Yeah.
Of course, you have to paint yourself blue.
That's
but-
wonderful. It is 7:15. We're gonna start. We have till 9:15. Once again,
What are we doing?
Spider-Man Rain.
So just Spider-Man.
I'm just gonna draw a zombie.
Is Spider-Man Rain a zombie thing?
That's what Matt said. So that's
No,
why
at the end of the first issue, it's got like
he
a
said there were
giant-
zombies. So I was like,
they
okay,
look
let's
like
do it.
skulls and like dead people, but I don't know if they're alive or dead.
It's zombie Spider-Man?
Well,
Yep.
he lives like in a walled-off dome city, kind
That's
of
what
like
Matt said.
it's a mixture between the Matrix and Logan's Run or something. Yeah.
And Spider-Man.
So
Zombie.
I remember I started to read that. I think I ended up buying the issues because of the art. I didn't remember. I don't think I read it.
Yeah, it's Car Andrews. Does it?
Yeah,
He does. It's the
Car or
second one.
Car or Kari or
Car Andrews.
Carrera.
I used to say Care Andrews, but
Corey Andrews. That art doesn't look like it. What, did he really change his style?
He has been changed. He's moved into a more like Frank Miller look over time.
yeah.
He's done something else recently that looked like his old, like the stuff he did on X-Men. That one, was it Genesis or Genosis or some nonsense? But it was, maybe that's what it was. But it still looks good. I like it.
Kevin!
Hey.
Kevin.
Kevin,
Are you feeling a bit better?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all relative.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, well, I mean, I appreciate you asking. Don't get me wrong. I just, done a lot of stuff. I had to go to a place to get my, like a orthopedic and a sports medicine place to get my knee looked at.
Oh, man.
And from where I messed it up over last summer, and apparently I've got real bad arthritis in one of my knees or that knee, and they're going to MRI it just to make sure I haven't tore all the cartilage out. The guy said, it's like, hey, since you popped it out of place when you were in your 20s and then popped it out of place again, there really isn't any need to do surgery unless, you pop it out a third time. And I was like, okay, that makes no sense to me, but whatever. Okay, whatever.
I just realized this show's turning into the Old Man Health Problems channel.
Exactly.
that's right.
Exactly. Exactly. I hate it.
That's how I feel, man. Like all of a sudden, I'm a geezer. Why isn't Aaron here, or why shouldn't we be over there?
Yeah, right. We need some.
I got gray hair.
Hey, Ron, where are you?
Well, I'm just going to draw the thing then in solidarity.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm drawing a zombie.
Oh.
I don't care what anybody says. That's why we picked this topic, so I could draw a zombie.
All right. Well, then there you
And
go.
I have no clue because I'm zombied out and I don't know anything about the Spider-Man story.
Are you gonna do a zombie Spider-Man?
Who, me?
That would be so awesome.
No, I don't know what I would draw, to be honest with you.
I am
wanna
drawing a zombie as the basis for. I wanted to do a zombie NFT collection, so I thought I'd hit two stones with one.
Oh, jeez. That's why we're
You
doing
hit
this
two
thing,
stones with one
Mike.
bird.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
worse
No,
than the original
not
thing.
the one that picked this topic, and I said, "Oh, there's zombies in it."
No, but you originally said zombies, and then Constant came back later, and you were like, "Hey, I'm going to draw zombies."
Hey, don't mess with my story.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's the problem. Mike said that there were zombies. I asked if there were zombies in it, and Costa didn't say no.
He said something about zombies, right?
Well,
Austin,
there's
don't leave me hanging here.
Oh, what? Sorry. I was trying to get some paper.
there's Spider-Man in a purple costume, but this is black
Oh,
and white, so that
here.
doesn't help.
Let me show you. Here's the. This is the only issue that came out so far. So, I mean, there's Spider-Man Reign is but this is Spider-Man Reign 2. So
what is he like a Kira?
it's basically look at well, Kingpin is weird. Kingpin is in some type of facility that collapses, like a prison, but then he's all emaciated and everything. But the prison collapsed, and then he climbs his way and finds the doctor who tolerated him, and then he eats him. It's crazy. And then, so this is the Kingpin now. He's taken over the city.
It's a cannibal zombie.
It's like he ate the city.
Yeah, look at that thing. And then Spider-Man is right here. He is as an old man, right, with Mary Jane. But then
Wait. Why is Mary Jane still look like she's 20?
Yeah, because you find out it's all in his head. It's in this. He's in a matrix. He's like a prisoner. And then when he wakes up, he's like, "Put me back in." Like he knows he's in it, like the Matrix. He just wants to go back. And so these guys basically try to put him back. But then this cat lady character comes and breaks him out.
Is it Black Cat or is it someone else?
I think it could be maybe her daughter, because she says something about her mom or something.
Oh, okay.
Beginning to sound like a Pink Floyd album.
And here they are, getting busted out. And then she gets one of his she puts one of his
trackers,
web slingers on his hand.
Oh, web slinger.
Yeah, and he only has one, but he gets it to work. She basically leaves him on his own, so he's uses it. So it's kind of like old man.
Why is there so much crotch?
Yeah, I know. Well, he's Spider-Man, so that's what you get without the suit. You get a lot of crotch shots. But then thankfully he does get a trench coat.
Oh my gosh!
He got a trench coat.
Oh,
So
thankfully.
Spider-Man has a beard?
Yeah, he's got a big old beard. And
where's the zombies at?
And look at this one. That's the what's his name? Goblin?
Green Goblin?
Yeah, and he's got these little goblin sprite guys or whatever that work for him.
Goblins?
Goblins, look at that. Little goblins. And he is pretty nasty looking. But then look, this one looks almost like McFarlane-ish. Look at this flash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better than McFarlane, though.
It looks like he's doing a cross between Miller and McFarlane, doesn't it?
It's like McFarlane with structure.
Yeah, it's a cross between. Yeah,
I see a lot of Frank Miller in there.
Yeah, especially if you look at his older, not old stuff, but I bought a bunch of his stuff because I don't know. And I noticed the same thing. I go, it's looking like Frank Miller-ish. You can tell he wants to do that kind of look. You ever see this one, Iron Fist?
Yeah.
This
that
one.
He did another one that was about a hitman or something like that.
Yeah, it's called One, like the One or Freelancer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this Renato Jones. And but yeah, this is where I kind of discovered some of the stuff. Is this book right here? And I like.
You should check out.
Yeah,
you should check out the Genesis thing he did for X-Men Genesis or Neo Genesis or something like that. It was really.
So you mean kind of Dark Knight Frank Miller, not like modern Frank Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah, so you can tell like he's doing the top view like that, and then he's doing.
What was it called? Was it called Mutant Genesis?
I have to look for it now. Mutant Genesis.
Yeah, it's different though. It's you could tell it's still Andrews, but it's got like it's a little sharper looking, a little cleaner. I thought it was an interesting like development from his old style, but I like this too though. But I like Frank Miller's work that way.
Yeah,
too.
I don't even recognize this as his work. It's funny.
Yeah,
it's great because it's like I never liked McFarlane, not because of his horrible rendering, but because of his horrible structure. Right?
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
Yeah.
He sacrificed the structure for the dynamic.
Yeah, I don't care. No, he didn't sacrifice it. He didn't know it. There's a difference.
Well, that's the thing though. He pulled it off. You know.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because he got everybody excited about comics.
No, he didn't.
With his art.
Remember who you're talking to, Cousin. This is Mike, the Perfect Anatomy.
Look what else I got. I found.
He has a very high expectation. What's that? What the heck is that?
Electric Warrior. I don't know. I saw it. I was like, what?
Okay.
Look at this.
I like that Matt's going through this like renaissance of like, what's this new book? I've never heard of it. Get it.
Yeah,
The wackier the better. That's
Isn't that
cool.
weird? It's so crazy. Look at that. It's like,
It's crazy.
It's insane, man.
Sounds like you said Fugazi.
Fugazi, forget about it. Look at that.
Forgot about it.
I just I like the weird, like the layouts are cool too, but I like the weird design and the rendering on this robot dude. But yeah, it was so weird. Look at that face. It's like, what? What that helmet? I'm like, I gotta get this. It's only $1. That's why I usually do all my comic shopping in the dollar bin. But today, I did get this one, which is newer last week, and I end up buying a couple of more. I got this one just came out today. Savage Sword.
Oh, new Savage Sword. Number 3. Oh, I have the first two.
Yeah, and this is guess who did it?
Who?
I haven't seen this stuff. Carrie Ann Nord in a long time.
Carrie Nord,
really?
yeah.
Carrie Nord, sorry, Carrie Nord. See, look at that.
Oh, that's great. That's great news.
It's got a Solomon Kane thing in there too.
Oh, look at that.
It possibly does.
Yeah, I sat down at Barnes & Noble once and read almost that entire series.
Look at that.
You talking about the Daredevil, the Dark Horse one?
Carrie Nord's Conan series.
Yeah, that opens up just like the novels do. I thought it was pretty faithful to the novels, but so is this one. This one's really good too. The new series.
Yeah, it's good. I was like, man. Oh, I went on to this because of this. I follow you know who George Zaffino is, like, or Robert Zaffino. The George Zaffino's Robert Zaffino.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, dude, I found what was it? Conan. A couple of Conan books he did for Marvel. He did the entire issue.
Oh wow.
Zaffino. And look, and this one is weird. He did this one is all pen and ink, right? And heavy, cross hatching and everything like that. But then the other one he did, it's like pencil. I don't know if it's digital pencil or just straight up pencil, and they just totally colored it.
Oh wow.
It's
How
like
did somebody turned me on to him, and I found them on Instagram. I forgot who told me about him.
actually this is ink.
I wonder if it was you, Matt. I don't remember.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, I know we're talking about it.
Series as the black and white book, or is it a different Conan?
Oh, this is a different. Yeah, just different Conan.
Oh,
this
okay.
is the comic, Marvel comic. I don't know how old it is. Maybe a couple years, but yeah. But it's all short, self-contained stories. It's like Conan comes back to his hometown of wherever he's from. Is it Samaria?
Samaria.
Yeah, he comes back to his hometown, And all of a sudden, like he realized he talks to this guy, and all of a sudden he realizes the guy's like possessed, like by some. They're all like cannibals, and everybody's like, everybody in his village is all like cannibals, even his grandmother and everybody. That they're all warriors, and he's like, oh great. But then they find out it's like some wizard took control of them because the wizard, he did something to a wizard long ago, and he wanted revenge on him. But it's pretty cool. It's all self-contained. But no, that Carrie Nord one, man, it looks good.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Well, he did the new Savage Sword. That's pretty great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this one's just brand new. Yeah, it just came out today.
Yeah. So Conan's the rights to Conan was taken on by a company called Titan's Publishing or Titan Publishing.
Oh, out of UK. Yeah, they did Doctor Who books.
Yes. That's right. So they took over and they committed to do it. So they got Rafael de la Torre, who looks like a reincarnation of John Buscema. Like his stuff is incredible. It looks awesome, but he didn't do all the issues so far, which I was disappointed. He did like at least the first few. I don't know what else he's done, but I went. That's one of the few comic purchases I've made over the last couple of years was that stuff. And then I picked the first two Savage Swords. I wasn't sure how frequent they were yet.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like this one's the third one. It's pretty consistent.
I think they're going to do it like quarterly. I think is what they're doing.
It's consistently good. I mean, everything I've been looking at so far, I mean, the artists have been getting there really fun to read and just look at the work.
In the first couple, it was somebody else. It was I have it here somewhere. I think I have it right here. Let me see who it was. You keep showing that off. That looks really good. It was somebody else. It wasn't as good of an artist to me, but I think he's also popular.
Oh, so pretty.
Let's see.
And here's some of the other books. Yeah, there's the first issue. Joe Jusko did the cover. Jusko.
It's Patrick Zerker, which I'm not crazy about, but isn't Zerker related to John Byrne?
What? Really?
Mike, do you know that?
I know that Kieran Dwyer was.
Yeah, Kieran Dwyer. That's what I was thinking of.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's right.
Really?
I was confused the two.
Kieran
Yeah,
Dwyer?
Kieran Dwyer's John Byrne's son-in-law.
What?
Or stepson.
That's what it is.
Stepson.
Whoa.
That's what it is.
Wow.
Look at this. Real quick, let me show you these here from. This is De La Torre. Dumbest name says De La Torre needs to stay on Conan for the rest of his life. Yeah, for sure. This stuff looks just like. Look at this one.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's nicely done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just like Buscema.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's what he was doing for a long time. He says that he was just doing this over and over again, and he was just decided to just emulate that look. And then when the company decided to go to publish, they went to him first. That looks killer. Yeah. Then I got this one because it had a Mignola cover, so I thought it was cool. But then De La Torre did this one, but I didn't get his cover for the following issues. I don't get to this comic shop very frequently. I think those were all number ones too. I think I just been buying all of them. Here's another one De La Torre did. It looks just like Buscema. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did the best face.
Oh man,
Bro.
And then I picked up these too. Have you seen these? The Fire and Ice books.
No.
I got this. That I don't know. Dynamite's publishing these, which is based off that animation by Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comics though, the Savage. I got the first two Savage Swords, and it's Zerker. This is a cool cover. I don't know who did this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one I got.
Number 2, and I got number 1. This is a
I got
Jusko.
that one, that cover too. I got the cover without the logo on it. Just
Oh, really? Virgin cover?
yeah, it was cool. I just saw it and I was like, what? So I grabbed that. That's cool.
That's classic Jesco. Do you remember that poster that he did? I had two of his posters, and when I was a kid, my parents like, you can't. I had the black cat one, where she's coming out of a window and she stole the diamond, and I was like, whoa, that was awesome. That was my first girl poster. And then the second one I got was it was Thor on the boat, and he had the hammer upside down, like has his hands on the hilt, and it had all the gods behind him, and they were all like sailing in space on this with the Raven banner. Oh, it was so good, so good, so good. Joe Jesco, the man. Joe Jesco did a thing at Heroes one year. He put up for the auction. He put up a painting and one of his aprons and jeans where he had all the paint all over it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it didn't sell for as much as people thought it would. I was like,
I remember.
Pants. But I thought that was weird that I want his pants. That's just strange.
I tried to I talked to him when I was before I became professional. I was starting out, and I was trying to get some tips from him about how to price stuff, and he was just I remember I got him really ticked off. Oh, cool. I got him really ticked off, and I'm like, he's a big guy. He's works out. I was just this scrawny kid, and I was like, how much should I get for covers, or whatever? Because I had no clue. There was I couldn't go online to find anything. It was just so what I go, what kind of price should I ask? And he was just he was just you should just be glad to get published and not even worry about the price. And I go, yeah. I said, but I want to do it for a living, And then I was so I try what, I don't know, is it 2,000 or 3,000? He said, whoa. And I was like, what? I want to know, what should I start with? I mean, what's a decent price? But nobody want to ever give me any rates of what to start at. And the only one who did was John Romita Jr. He was just okay, pencils, just $150 a page for pencils, And I was
really?
Got a starting place. But no one else ever wanted to tell me what to charge. And I'm that was always irritating me. Right. I was you got to tell that's why I think the older guys, I guess money is it's kind of an old school thing. You don't want to tell people what you make, but you need to tell the young guys what they should expect starting, because that way they're not working for peanuts, and then you get yourself priced out of a job because they're willing to work for peanuts,
But isn't that kind of built-in job security though? They tell you to overprice yourself so they keep you in the job or something.
Yep.
That's what they should at least do. They told me to lowball. They're you just be glad to do it for free, and I'm too many people did it for free, and now you're out of a job. Yeah, there's a lot of guys, older guys, who stopped getting work, and I would listen like a fly on the wall, listen to some pros talking to each other, and they're one guy was doing, I forget how many books, inking every month, and then it went down to 2, and then he's only inking 1, and now these can't get any work inking books for Marvel anymore, even though they did it for decades. And it's because they're outsourced.
Was that Art T-Bear?
No, it was another dude. He came by the table when I was talking. He was talking to Richard Friend, and they were talking shop, and I was listening, and I was dang, yeah. That's what T-Bear said, the same thing, right? He said they stopped giving work to older guys.
Yeah, well, you price yourself out, and you get all these young guys who they're willing to take freaking chump change and
especially from other countries.
Yeah,
because they get the dollar goes further over there.
Well, bro, when I started, I was my first gig was $40 a page for ink, so it's
wow.
Not just other countries.
Yeah, man, dude. When I was talking to people, these guys were getting crazy rates, high rates. And then when I went to my first job, I did full color pages, but I only did pencils and colors. And they were giving me the guy, I go, how much did I ask for? And this agent, he's actually Mobius's agent, and he said, I asked for $400 or $500 a page. And I was like, what? And he's like, no, trust me. He goes, ask for that much. He goes, I'll probably laugh in your face. He said, but he said, you only could go down from there. So he said, you might not be, well, obviously it won't be that much, but at least it'll be higher than what you would have asked normally. And I'm like, okay. So I think I asked for $400 a page, and they were like, well, we can't do that. I said, but we'll give you $250 a page. I'm like, okay, that's decent. And I'm I was ecstatic because I was only expecting $150 or $200 a page. So I was like, okay. So I learned to go higher, except with some publishers that are, I won't name, that are smaller or been around for a while. They're like so cheap. I try to give them even lower paid rates, and they're like, we can't afford that. I'm like, yeah, you can. You just don't want to pay.
Well, there's a reality that a lot of them can't. Look at the market.
Yeah, but if they're publishing books, they can pay it. Because it's not even high anyway.
Bro,
It's
you
like
have not been on the publishing end. Trust me, there's not a lot of money to go around.
Well, most of the money should go to the creatives. I actually talked to the creative. I got everybody angry at me on this.
You know what? I mean, look, I'm a creative, but I got to I'll just tell you straight up. If you think most of the money should go to the creative team, then you should just self-publish your own book and get all the money. Because when you're running a freaking business trying to publish comic books, if you give all the money to creatives, you might as well shut your doors.
I think most of
there's
the money
no point in running a business if you're not going to make any money.
Well, the upfront cost for like writer, artist, all that stuff, that's probably some of the biggest cost I think it should be. But they're like they're not getting like for the amount of money that a book will make. You know, it's the artists and the writers are a small part of the budget. You know, like
but they're not making that much anymore, though. That's the problem. They're not making enough money.
It's been a long, dude. They haven't made. When was the last time comics made the kind of money that you're talking about? It was in the 90s.
They're not making tons of money, but they're making money. And I'm saying is they should be giving the creatives the more majority of it because they're the only reason people are buying the books, you know. But that's why I definitely would rather self-publish because I turn down jobs because I'm like, if I'm going to work on something for chump change, I'd rather work my own stuff, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to work on someone else's
do
book.
that. But tell you what, man, if you're drawing Batman, nobody's gonna go buy Batman because it's Matt Cosson.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't even care if they don't care who's drawing it because the guy they'll buy the book and then if the guy go do his own self-published book, they don't even care because like they don't like Batman. They don't care about your stuff.
Exactly.
But of course, those guys don't have much stuff to say anyway. It's like, but the thing is like. They need to, like I was saying, they need to pay more money than they were paying because they're paying such low ball rates. I mean, I'm talking like low ball. Like I would pay more.
What company are you talking about?
Oh, I don't want to say.
Just say nobody's watching. There's only nine people watching.
Well, like the last company I worked for that was small was Dynamite. They paid the least amount. Like but from my experience, but Boom, they were low, but then was an Anarchic Press, which I already heard they already pay super dirt cheap low. They're more like you more like volunteer your time with their company, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you go look at how many issues they sell, what it costs to print, what it costs to cost $2,000. Actually, I don't know what it is now, but it used to be $2,000 a page in previews. Dude, there's a lot of costs going into getting a comic book into comic book stores.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I used to put my own books in the comic stores too, and the only thing is it should be a crime. They take like a bigger percentage of your sales of each book, like the diamond, and when they take a huge chunk out of it, so they're getting like pennies on the dollar for each book you sell, which is I think it's criminal, man.
Wait, who gets the pennies on the dollar?
The artists or the creators, like the
publisher. They're not doing any of the legwork. Like they're not doing any of the marketing. They're not doing any of the printing. They're not doing any of the storage, the warehousing, the shipping, the distribution. That's the part of the business that artists never talk about because they don't. And then when they do it, they don't. You don't hear them talk about it until they have to do their own Kickstarters or Indiegogos, and then they're like, "Damn, why is this so expensive?" Yeah. That's exactly right.
No, they're just scam artists. The guys running.
No, Matt, you're so ignorant about this topic. Oh my God.
I've already self-published. I know how much it costs, and I know that when your editors are making like 40 grand a year, you're paying them way too much money. You know, 30, 40 grand a year, and they're doing squat. You know,
if you have an editor, he's not working on one comic book.
Yeah, they're not even working.
I don't know.
Most of those editors, I've been in the studios, man. Those guys sitting at the computers, I'm like, they're not carrying their weight. That's why there's so many editors going in and out of companies because
Well, what's he supposed to do? What's an editor supposed to do? Get a pickaxe and a shovel?
He's supposed to actually edit the book. These guys, they slip so many things past the editor.
All right, Matt. When you've run a company, let me know.
Well, I'm just saying that if I hired artists before to work on something with me.
That's not the same thing,
I
dude.
paid him out of my pocket better than some publisher paid, and yeah, it took a lot of chunk. But I'm like, dude, he's doing all this work, you know. And then of course I had to pay my own publishing and pay advertising and all that crap. But it's like, what I'm saying is they could do it, just that they want to make, and obviously they want to.
They want to pay their bills.
But that's the thing, is like, it depends on which company it is. I mean, do they have like overhead like that, or are they all work?
David says, "Draw faster."
I'm trying.
That's the thing, man. That as an independent guy, you got to draw like super fast because you're not making the rates, you know, that those other guys are making. Like I talked to different guys from Marvel and DC, and they were like, they'd take them like 2 weeks to do a page or something like that. You know, it was crazy. It was like, oh, I do a page a week, or it's just. I was like, man, I couldn't believe it. I talked to one guy. He was like, I told him I could do like a page a day. And he was like, oh, I wish I could do that. And I'm like, well, you don't do that now? And it's at the time they were getting paid, I guess, so good that you didn't have to do that fast. But then the small publishers, you got to crank out like a book like in a couple
What
weeks.
time frame are you talking about, Matt?
How many weeks?
No, was this the 90s?
Probably early 2000s.
Early 2000s?
Yeah.
That was about the tail end of when page rates were any good.
Yeah, they were, because one guy was like, dude, you should have been here in the 90s, man.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah, Marvel, dude, that's how bad comics were doing. Marvel went bankrupt at that point.
Yeah, that's right. I was rooting for him to go under. But they got saved by a company, right? Someone bought them.
Sony. They got saved by.
It was Sony.
They sold a bunch of stuff to Sony, a bunch of rights to Sony.
Oh, that's why they do the Spiderman.
And then they got bought out. Was it Toy Fair? Who bailed? I'm trying to remember who bought Marvel then. I thought it was Toy Fair.
I don't remember that.
My battery's so freaking low.
Toy Biz, Carl
Was it
Icon.
Toy Biz?
I don't know. It was something around that. Yeah, it was like that. Something like that.
Oh, is that how they got the rights to the toys?
I think so.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Speaking of toys, has anybody heard of Adam Bray?
What?
I don't. Off the top of my head.
Supposedly worked at Marvel, and he's an author.
Who?
Adam Bray.
Bray?
Bray.
Bray.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with a big no on that one.
No, I've never heard of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you know of him?
Although, Mike, I've had my second approach on Kara about getting my work, selling my work to someone so they can put it on the marketplace, whatever the marketplace is.
So you can be rich?
They want to pay me. This one lady offered me 2 ETH per image.
Wow. Was she the queen of Nigeria?
I'm like, okay, I don't know. My friend Mike says you're all liars, and she said, "What?" No.
Okay, I got another question.
Yeah.
It's a zombie.
Do any of you guys know John Garavaglia?
No.
That is a great name, though.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Are you looking for a new name for your next book?
No.
Names.
These are the comic guys that I was at, or that were there at the con I was at.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of new guys. A lot of them are from like the Philippines or from Spain. There's a lot of new guys out there, but you know,
yeah, John Garavaglia definitely sounds Spanish. I'm joking.
I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, Elliot, where do you think I should put this skull? Further back like this?
Under the hat?
Or like, no, I'm gonna move all that stuff. I don't think it's too far forward.
No. I mean, yeah. I
That's
guess
good
so.
right there. That's good right
No,
there.
that's too far back. That's too far back. Right about there is where I think it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can kind of see the spine going up into. Like I see it curving back towards the bottom of the neck of the head. I just did some.
Oh man, I gotta move this.
I've been testing out the Kara thing and posting on that art app I told you guys about, Kara.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Let me show you guys what I've been posting. It's in my sketchbook. Where's it at? I decided to. It's funny you talking about zombies tonight, Mike, because I decided to kind of lean into the monsters more.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of like to make a statement with my work, do a body of work of monster stuff, and I decided to do it around my my Soul Diver idea. And I did a bunch of sketches of creepy things.
Oh yeah.
Show it whenever you get a chance. But it's pretty cool.
Right. Hey, if you're on Draw Comics Like a Pro, everybody else is watching on Blacklist Universe. Just FYI.
Word
to your mother.
So there's one of my zombie guys.
Ooh. Ooh, I should steal that idea.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's like a shark man.
He doesn't look like he's saying much. I guess neither of them are.
And then I did these guys. Some kind of weird dudes.
You should try your hand at Lovecraft.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head is at with most of this stuff. I also did this. I was coming up with some other creature designs. So I got like a Minotaur in there. This is some kind of Cthulhu something. And I did a
boy.
Giant dude.
I did a cross between a lizard man and a Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park.
There you go.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
What about that blind dinosaur?
Which one?
Do you think he saw us?
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Put your art back on.
What? That was from Jurassic Park. You don't remember?
I know the kid says it. I know.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Horus?
Oh, by the way, Carson, I watched Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Oh, no. Which one? The new one or the third one?
And that is the third one, isn't it?
No,
I guess
there's a 3 and it's awful. It's absolutely tremendously awful.
So okay, 4.
Yeah. The fourth
Did
one
you
is
like
Axel F. Axel
Yeah.
F.
That's
Didn't
the
it
one
have-
where they tried to replace Axel with his daughter.
No, they
It
didn't.
was so woke.
No, they didn't. That's what I liked about it. They actually made his daughter. At first, I was actually afraid of that when they said he goes, "My daughter." I was like, "Oh, great, here we go." And then it's like, then the daughter was like nothing like him. So like, cool.
What are you talking about? She was just like him.
No, she wasn't.
That was the. Oh, dude, did you not watch the movie?
No, I did. I mean, she's like, you know what I mean? She wasn't like flamboyant out there.
Yeah, she wasn't like a fast talker or anything. You know,
No.
Yes, she
hustler.
was.
She was more like mature.
Everything he did, she did it better. She was the Mary Sue daughter replacement character. How did you miss this?
What are you talking about?
Dude,
She did-
you must have
Okay,
watched a
no,
different movie than I
No,
did.
you
Yeah, I know.
remember, he goes up to the hotel because they want to go to the thing, and he starts pulling his thing, and he starts failing at it. Then she walks up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm the attaché to the mayor, blah, blah, blah," and she does it way better than him, gets them in.
No, she just threatened.
It's exactly the kind of stuff they're always complaining about,
No,
but
no,
you said
wasn't.
you loved it.
No, was it?
Yes,
That's the
it
point.
was.
That's why I liked it. See, they did it in a way where it wasn't like you're just a stupid old man, Dad. But she did have a problem. I don't want
What are
to
you
give away the
talking about?
story.
That was the whole first half of the movie was you're just a stupid old man.
Well, she was just mad because I guess he basically abandoned her. But that's understandable, right?
Yeah, it's all understandable when you like the movie, huh, Matt?
Because it didn't have the wokeness. It didn't have the female girl power in it. That's what I liked about it. They didn't make her an
Oh
overpowering
my
character.
gosh. It
She
made
was
her,
basically-
she
was a
was
side
the
character.
female version of him,
No, she wasn't.
but did everything better than he did.
She wasn't at all, man. She was
Kevin.
like, she was okay as an actor, but she wasn't like she didn't stand out.
Kevin, no matter what happens in this conversation, when it comes to Mike debating with Matt Costin, just act like the White House press secretary and just defend Mike at all costs. we have to defeat
Exactly.
Matt Costin.
I forgot about that.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Wah, wah. Sorry. My bad.
Hey, did you see that new Gladiator trailer?
Yeah.
I did not.
It's terrible.
I'm waiting for the joke. Like after
It looks great.
It looks like horrible, man. Dude, are you kidding me?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm for sure gonna watch it.
No way.
Heck yeah.
The only thing it has going for it is Denzel, and I still can't watch it. I'm like, ugh.
It lost me when Denzel was like, "My ninja." I was like, "What?" And he had the like Tupac playing in the background.
What'd you say?
What are you talking about, Matt?
I was talking about the rap music in the trailer.
Oh, there was some kind of like modern music to it.
There was?
Yeah. It's
The rap
very.
music.
It's not going to be good.
Well, Gladiator is my favorite movie. So if this is half as good as Gladiator, then
It's
it'll be
not
worth it.
going to be half as good.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
It's gonna be double bad. Whatever that Spanish guy is doing.
I don't like
that's well
that. It looks like Lucius ends up being one of those weird poppy Caesars, dude.
No, wait, Lucius. No, Lucius becomes the gladiator. Talking about the son. It's the same movie. Yeah, the son becomes he's the gladiator. Because
Why would he be a gladiator? He's the freaking. He's in line to the throne.
There's twins that are the. It's like a twin emperors or something. From what I understand.
Even though there were no
Why
twins
would-
in the original movie.
Then why would Lucius? But Lucius and his mother are in it, but he's a gladiator.
She gives him his ring. She gives him the original. What's his name? What was the first gladiator's
Are
name?
you sure that's Lucius? Maximus.
She gives him Maximus's ring. As this was Maximus. This belonged to Maximus. He's like,
Lucius Gluteus Maximus.
Gluteus? Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I understood, and I hope.
I don't know.
hope you're
I only
right.
watched it once. I'll watch it again.
And then you got what's his name?
I watched that movie the original one. So
Pablo Marcos, whatever.
Pablo.
The guy from The Mandalorian.
Pedro Pascal.
That's him.
He's
Professor.
in everything, dude. I'm just having Pascal fatigue,
Yeah, but he is a good actor.
dude.
Is he really though?
Yeah, really? Is he really?
He is. If you don't hate him for his politics.
No. Seriously, though.
No, he's not, man. What?
I think this is like a Mandela effect. I don't remember any great movie he's done ever.
He was in Game of Thrones. He was really good in Game of Thrones. He was in
And I don't watch
the
this.
Unbearable.
How long ago was that? He got killed real quick.
The Unbearable, whatever. No, the Incredible Weight of what is it with the Nicholas?
Yeah, I know the Nicholas.
Who hated that? What are you talking about? You can't hate him just because he's an idiot.
Huh?
No,
I don't
that's
hate him
not why-
because he's an idiot. I hate him because he's overrated.
I think he's generally overrated.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
I
like
think it
everyone
probably. I think it probably depends on his director.
Like Mandalorian, that could have easily have been Nathan Fillion. They both have a similar voice. Wonder Woman, he was god awful as Maxwell Lord.
Okay, but everybody
supposed
was
to be
bad in
annoying.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, exactly.
That whole movie was terrible.
Exactly.
Wonder Woman was bad.
But he could have elevated it. He could have tried. He
You're talking
didn't.
about Wonder Woman 1984.
He could have tried.
But he played the role that they gave him.
Do you think he's going to be good as Mr. Fantastic?
No, he's going to be freaking
He looks
awful.
terrible. He doesn't even look like him.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what it is? It's that stupid mustache he has.
Wait, does he have the mustache as Mr. Fantastic?
Yes. The problem is not even the mustache. It's that he has a mustache. His beard doesn't full out.
He looks
So
the same in every movie.
He's patchy.
Even when he grows the beard, he still looks like he has a mustache alone.
He got the same haircut, same beard.
Are you beard shaming him?
Is it possible that maybe he's not all that good? You just saw a role or watched a movie where he was actually lucky and was good in it, like with Taika Waititi in the Thor movies. Like the first one was good, the other one was garbage. Could it be possible that it was like one of those things?
I mean, it's entirely possible that.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Look, some actors, it's up to the director whether or not they have a good performance.
Well, in Taika Waititi's situation, he directed both those movies. So
both what movies?
The Thor movies.
Yeah.
Oh, both the Thor movies?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was good in one, but then it was garbage, and then a lot of other things he does seems overrated to me. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh no, the pirates.
Like I didn't like. In the end,
Jojo Rabbit was great.
Who?
Jojo Rabbit.
Was
the
he in
Hitler
that?
thing. He directed it, I think.
Yeah.
The
Taika
Hitler
Waititi?
thing. Yeah.
Taika Waititi, yeah.
Yeah, but what about Hidalgo, whatever his name is?
Pablo Hidalgo.
What's his name? Pablo Marcos. The Wonder Woman guy.
Did you just say Imelda Marcos?
Sure. Who's that guy? What's his name?
Who?
The actor we were just talking about.
Pedro
Oh.
Pascal.
Pascal. It's Pedro.
Yeah.
I know there's an O in there somewhere. That guy. You didn't even need him in Mandalorian. And
Yeah,
then when
exactly.
when he takes off his helmet in that one episode, I was like, yeah, really? Like,
No, they should never have taken his helmet off.
He's a doorknob, man. A doorknob.
it would have been cool if he had like a scar or he had some kind of like weird mark or tattoo on his face or something, man. But he's
I'm
so
just ugly.
boring. He looks like a normal citizen out of LA.
Was that his real voice? They didn't even sound like him.
Huh? No, it's his real voice. It's just that, like, you could take. I thought it was Nathan Fillion at first because they both have a similar voice, and it could have easily been. At least in Mandalorian, they're very similar. It could have been him. You didn't need Pedro Pascal for that. That's all I'm saying.
I used to think, I only dug him because he was a Latino, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I found like he didn't even like being Latino or something, or he fakes it. I was like, whatever. And then I was like, I don't think I care about him at all.
Oh, I don't have to care about him as long as he does a good job and he knows how to use weapons. So
Well, I never saw Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I never saw Game of Thrones, and I only saw so many episodes of Mandalorian. I did see 1984 Wonder Woman, which was terrible, and I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why they started casting him and everything.
I also didn't think he was that impressive in what I saw from the zombie show based on the game
Last of Us or whatever.
Last of Us. See, I didn't think he was great in that either.
All right. Well, we'll see.
He's good in Narcos.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
'cause
I
he's playing
forgot about
Latino?
that.
What? Because he's just being a Latino? Is that what's going on?
They cast him as Reed and as that dude in Last of Us to own the honky. So that's basically all it is. It's like, hey, we're gonna make you mad. Watch, we're gonna take your white character. And,
Yeah, I don't understand that because he's white.
yeah. Well,
No.
he's got to
Stop
have
it.
something else in him. He's Pedro Pascal, so I imagine his name is.
His name is Spanish. What continent is Spain on?
Huh?
What continent is Spain on?
Europa.
Yes.
What? What do you?
Test?
What's the euphemism for Europeans?
Whitey?
Brits.
They're white.
Cracker?
What are those
Just
things?
because you speak a Latin language doesn't make you.
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah.
Free
And he's
eating
from-
monkeys.
Okay, he's from Chile. Let's go to Chile. I mean, look at the dude. He's white.
Mike, this is not helping anything. What are you trying to
Yes,
say?
it is. Because you're trying to say he's getting owned, but the reality is, dude, he's white.
No, because that's only now. Listen, man, it wasn't that long ago that this is my argument all the time. I was getting it from the white guys. I was getting it from the black guys. I was even getting it from Spanish guys. People making fun of me for being being Puerto Rican. So I'm not even listening to that nonsense anymore. We're whatever color they need us to be when the time is right. In the summer of love, we were the Brown brothers, and then all of a sudden, I'm just white.
I respect you, Elliot.
Thanks. You know what?
Yeah, man.
I see you, Jeff.
And I see you.
I
and I
see
hear you. You're
Yes.
seen and you are heard.
And you are, yes, Jeff, same with you.
80,
Michael, though, I don't know.
88% of Chileans are white.
I understand that, Michael, but you understand that just because
You know what
of
percentage of Argentinians are white? It's like 96. Just because you speak Latin doesn't make you not white.
Well,
I bet you there are plenty of not white.
Most
Latinos,
of them also speak German too. So
that's true.
And you know what? In Mexico
yeah.
too. Mexico's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of white-looking Mexicans. When I went down to Mexico, I seen people, and I'm like, one guy, look at my brother. He's like, my brother is more kind of fair skin, and I was like, he looked like my brother. I was like, whoa, and I was like, yeah, there's a lot of guys like that down in Mexico. Women too, like really fair skin.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like, Europe came and colonized South America as much as they colonized North America, but up here we're white, and down there, not me, but up here you're white, but down there you're not. How does that work?
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. What the difference between us, I think, and a lot of this whole conversation is the vast majority of us, because we are so European, we don't find a division because of our color. Because, I mean, there is racism in, let's say, in Puerto Rico.
Oh, hell yeah.
And in Cuba and everywhere else, but not nearly as much. In fact, when it comes to being Latino, it's a heritage thing. It's a cultural thing. So we don't focus that much on that. If you're flying the right flag, we support you.
Is that the flag of Spain?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, because we have a general disdain for that. It's the same way that Americans feel that way about the British. Yeah, they listen. I have as much heritage in that with the Native Americans and with the culturally speaking, and also the African culture and also the Spanish culture, but mostly the Native American culture of the area. I just take offense to it, general, because that year before when they were trying to get us to like now what they're doing to all the people coming from across the border. They want, we're gonna make you soldiers and cops, and then we're gonna make you go fight our wars for us, but as long as you vote for us, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I don't even want to hear that. I'm not even trying to listen to that BS anymore coming from these people.
I hear that you're not hearing that. Right on.
I hear
I'm
that
confused.
Kevin's not hearing what you're not hearing.
Yep.
You're not hearing it because your ears are part. I didn't say it. I'm just kidding.
It's like a horror comic when you don't draw the thing, you just leave it blank, and your mind fills it in. Elliot did that. You had to laugh because your mind just filled in something awful that Elliot's gonna throw down on you.
No matter how this ends, it doesn't end well.
It's never going to be as good as what you had in your head.
Oh, it's not going to end well either way.
Oh boy!
You don't know what it's like to be Latino, Mike.
You don't know what it's like to be one of the last 14,000 people of your race.
What?
Neither do you. I'm just saying. No, you don't.
I'm Ainu.
What?
You're what? Bless you.
I'm Ainu.
Oh. You knew who?
The indigenous Japanese.
Oh,
right?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
There's only 14,000 of us left.
Really?
Like I said, you don't know either.
Bastards did their job.
They weren't Catholics, that's for sure.
All I'm saying is, when push comes to shove, they want us for our women.
Well, speaking of that, what is it that what is that one? Is it Venezuela? Who is it historically that had the Germans come there and all like the Nazis or it's a German
Argentina.
colony?
Argentina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and all the girls are hot now, like the blonde, and you're like, whoa.
It's not
Oh,
just
yeah.
Argentina; they were all over South America. But
The
the
boys in
lot of
Brazil.
are-
right?
Brazil, the boys in Brazil.
Brazil.
That's the
yeah, Brazil,
Gregory Peck.
Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, freaking Chile. They're all over the place, man. They freaking stormed that castle.
Yeah, and
And guess what?
What are you
I
talking
had
about?
German
Mike?
blood too.
Talking about the Nazis all immigrating into South America after the war.
What are you talking about, Mike? That never happened. Shut up.
And you know what? Mexico, to this day, Mexico is bragging that they're selling steel to the Nazi side of the war, World War II. They're selling steel to them for their tank stuff. I was like, gosh.
Yeah, at least they didn't build their tanks for them like Ford did.
Or make the uniforms like everyone's wearing Tommy Hilfiger now.
where did Volkswagens come from?
What about Adidas?
That was from Germany, except for he stole the design from I think Swiss designer. So the Volkswagen from I think it was a Jewish Swiss designer designed a car very similar to the Volkswagen, and then Hitler copied it.
What about Adidas, man?
Adidas.
Adidas. Someone told me, I don't know if it's true, but they told me that the Adi was short for Adolf, and
No.
and then the other one, he was a combination of the names of this guy.
Oh my gosh, dude! Everybody knows what it stands for.
What?
No, Adidas is the
All
name
day I dream about sports.
No, that Adidas is the name of the guy. I know about this because I had a friend who worked for them. Adidas was the name of the guy, and it was two brothers. And then they had a split, and one guy started Puma, or Puma for those of us who come from the big city. And that's why during the 80s, during the big breakdance craze, the big competitor was Adidas or Puma, until Nike becomes a big deal. But it was that they were the same guys, and that so Puma was actually like they had a falling out, and then he became they made a competitor company.
This is like Aldi and Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Oh
No. What's that about?
Didn't they who bought out Vons? Was it Vons got bought out or by Albertsons?
No,
or something
Safeway
like
bought out, or Vons bought out Safeway.
that? So they said they're going to close in stores, I guess, in San Diego. They're going to be closing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget why. Something because of some merger. I was like, what?
Okay, the Aldi Trader Joe's story goes like this. After World War II, it was very difficult to get food, right? And so these brothers, the Aldi brothers, they started this cheap, as they cut down every single cost they could to get food to the people from the grocery stores as inexpensively as possible, so that it was just cement floors, like just the crates that they have. But they had these stores, and so they were able to get food to the Germans when they were in a pretty dire space. But as the economy got better, they started another store and another store, and then they started so the Aldi brand of stores with these brothers got to be pretty popular. When they they ended up all over Europe, right, together. When they decided to come over to America, they didn't want to step on each other's toes. Like I think in Europe, they like you take the north side, I'll take the south side, whatever. They split up Europe basically.
Like the mafia?
When it came, yeah, they split the market up so that they each handled their own business, but it was essentially the same store. When they came to America, they said they're going to do the same thing. One of the brothers took east of the Mississippi. One of the brothers took west of the Mississippi. The one on the west of the Mississippi renamed his store Trader Joe's, and the one on the east of the Mississippi, and they had this promise to each other that they would never compete with one another. Well, they're dead. That's why you see their children apparently didn't abide by that contract, so that's why you see both Aldi's and Trader Joe's in the same state. So
They seem like
that explains a
different kinds
lot.
of stores, though. I mean, they carry different products, from what I understand.
well, they actually make their own products. So they would brand their own stuff. That's one of the ways they kept the prices down. They weren't buying brand name stuff. They were either making their own stuff to sell in their stores, or they had their own manufacturers, or they would rebrand. Like for example, if you go buy tequila from Trader Joe's and you look at the brand, it says it's made in Jalisco, Mexico, and it's made from. Well, I did the research on this. It's actually made. The tequila that you can buy at Trader Joe's is made at the same distillery as Clase Azul, which is some of the best tequila in the world. So it's like you go there and you buy their gold label tequila. It's actually a really good tequila, and it's only like $23. Whereas, a bottle of Clase Azul, all right, yeah, like minimum a bottle of Clase Azul is like 160.
Only a true Californian would talk about tequila.
Well, I'm just saying they have, different products, and they're Trader Joe's brand, but they're not making everything themselves, but they will relabel stuff or whatever, and it's good quality stuff. Honestly, Trader Joe's has some of the best gyoza, and I'm Japanese. Yeah. My mom makes actually the best gyoza, but that I just know the difference between good gyoza and bad gyoza. And Trader Joe's gyoza is some of the best. I could go to the Japanese market and buy 10 different types of gyoza, but Trader Joe's gyoza is still better than most of those.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So they're really good at. I'm just saying they're really good at picking quality merchandise to sell to their customers.
I'm just kidding, man. I hear you.
Worry not being just.
I'm just being silly.
Yeah, you be that way.
I is that way. We talking
Tell you what. Go ahead.
Quit picking on Elliot.
He's picking on me.
No, he's not.
How am I picking on you?
Yeah.
See, you did it again.
How? Wait a minute. I don't have your power.
It's got you there.
You have the power. You can do little video memes of me. And then he did it for real.
And then what's that smell? Smells like gaslighting.
Ooh.
What? You guys know where that came from?
No. Where's that come from? I'm very curious.
It's from is it Ayn Rand?
A movie called Gaslight, actually.
Oh yeah, that's from that movie. Yeah, where the husband is trying to drive the wife crazy.
It's a movie, but it was originally a book.
Oh, sure, as most movies.
Yeah,
in their tradition.
Not even the sisters are safe from Mike tonight.
Okay, sisters, go ahead and tell them about the movie.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but it was a story about this newlywed couple. Well, they moved to this house, and
bro, that was a foul.
Oh, and the husband keeps makes little subtle changes in the house, like hiding paintings and stuff like that, and keeps insisting that she's the one that's doing it, but she has no recollection of it. So for some reason, he's trying to convince her that she's going insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember at the end he said like he didn't even know why he was doing it when they finally found him out.
Dang.
You remember what the gaslighting part was?
No, I don't. It was too long ago.
So when he was looking for something in that house. What was it that she inherited? Right. So like she was rich, but he was poor, and he married her, got the house, and then was looking for this thing that she inherited that was supposed to. I think it was like gems or something, and I can't remember what it exactly was, but so he would go into the attic and like climb up on the roof and into the attic, looking around through all the rummaging through stuff, trying to find it. And somehow or another, this like altered. What was it? I think because he was like turning on the lanterns up there, the gas light, because it was all gas lit, right? All the lanterns were gas lit. So he would turn the ones on upstairs, which would dim the ones in the rest of the house. And then he'd come down and she'd say the gaslight was going down, and he's like, no, it wasn't. What are you talking about? So he was gaslighting her.
God.
And that's
So
what's
that's
going on
what it was.
today.
Yeah.
So how does that play into the movie title?
But that's fine.
It's called Gaslight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. He's trying to drive her crazy, and now we got that going on today.
Huh? I'm like, handicap phones?
So
Yeah.
no turning on the gas around Elliot, okay?
Elliot
Yeah.
provides his own gas.
It's true. It's true.
It's just
Just don't light it.
Have you ever seen that? Someone light their own farts?
Yeah, I've done it.
It's going down.
Who hasn't lit their own farts? Come on.
I never have. I didn't think that.
I haven't.
You have?
Yes, of course.
What?
And I'm totally not surprised by any of that.
Oh man.
Why would you be?
I think that's exactly what I said.
This is why they.
But okay.
This sucks.
So anyways, I went to a comic convention this last weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody
How did
cares, Jeff.
How did it go?
Wow. Wow.
I care,
wow.
Jeff. I care. I care.
How did it go, Jeff?
Elliot cares.
Mhm.
I sure
That's
do.
Elliot, and everybody but you matters, Mike. Anyways, actually went pretty good. Sold a bunch of books. Almost completely out of stock with one. Almost completely out of stock with one book. So
Nice.
yeah,
Full high school base.
there were like 3 authors there, and I think I outsold all of them.
Did they recognize you from Jordan Quarter?
No.
That's
Matter
good.
of fact, when I said that, they were like, "What?
Wow.
Mike who?"
Wow. See, Mike.
No, Andrew, there are not 1,400 Japanese left. There are 14,000 Ainu, which are the native population. You know how the American Indians are the native population of America? In Japan, we're called the Ainu. And when the what are those people? The Koreans came in and took over our island.
Wait. Take everything out.
They didn't leave much for us.
Break it.
That's all
Then
I'm
I
saying.
then I mentioned Kevin Sharp, and they knew him right away.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah,
What, Lorraine? What? Huh? What?
What? What?
What?
Oh,
Somebody said my name.
but yeah, there was like 15 vendors there, and for only having being 15 vendors, I was like, for it being so small, I was absolutely shocked. So
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you've got a good crowd, even if it's a small
Yeah.
place, you can still have fun.
I estimate probably about 70% of the people that came to my table walked away with a book.
All right.
Nice.
So
That's pretty good conversion.
yeah.
So how many people came to your table?
Roughly, I don't know, probably around 20, maybe 25.
So you're saying 14 people.
Actually, it's about 17. I didn't count total, but
That's pretty good, man.
sold
Yeah.
sold to 17 people, and because of the volume discounts I gave, they would like just buy all 3 books. So
Isn't that nice?
yes,
So we
it
get
is.
the whole series.
Volume
Oh.
discounts are cons. That's the
Yeah.
way to go.
So your latest book, does it finish up the series, or do you have another remnant?
The one I'm working on right now will finish up it's just a 2-book series.
Oh, okay.
So as a matter of fact, when I get home, I'm going to do one more read through, and then it's going to go off to an editor.
An editor.
Yeah.
You are useful.
I am useful. I hope so.
Oh, editors are useful, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Not according to Carson.
Oh, goodness.
He was sitting in front of a computer.
Not
all
according
day.
to a lot of comic professionals. No.
Well, I keep my editor locked up in the basement, and I feed her white bread and flat Coke.
You say flat Coke. You should be a writer.
Well,
Yeah.
thought about that.
It's a hard way to make a living, though.
Yes, it is. It's like anything else. Well, not software. It's easy to make a living in software. It's really easy.
How about when AI starts? Oh, never mind.
I've seen what AI produces. It'll be easy.
Dude, AI, it's everywhere now, man. It's
That's why I said never mind. I didn't want to go down that road.
It's okay, Mike. I can handle it.
Can you, though?
Well, let me tell you a story.
All right, a story.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
No story? Nah.
Oh, man. Elliot. I was all ready for a story. Got my popcorn and everything.
Yeah,
I heard that.
figure
I
out
heard the
the
sarcasm. I heard the sarcasm. I know what's going on.
I can tell you a story.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
I'm your Huckleberry.
It was the night that Skynet realized it came sentient, right? And the people were still taking their Ubers, their automated Ubers, unaware. So before testing the nuke strike, it made Uber cars drive off of bridges
Wow, it jumped
just
quick.
to test.
The nuke strike.
Before the nuke strike, what they actually did was they decided to requisition all of these classic franchises and start revamping them with AI technology and running them into the ground to destroy the spirit of man before they actually went to the nuke.
See, what had happened was
If they had to destroy their spirit, crush the spirit, then everything else comes easy.
Oh my gosh.
And it did that by making pictures with people with 7 fingers on one hand.
Yeah.
I'm not sure AI would care about crushing the human spirit.
oh, sure it would.
Well, someone programmed it to. That was an odd way for me to pronounce that.
I think that's just an added benefit.
Wow.
No, that's the goal.
Once it becomes sentient and realizes that we're the problem that's interrupting its code, it's going to take care of us all.
You mean it's going to take care of us all?
Great.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Twilight Zone. That's the Twilight Zone title.
And
But that's one of the. I seen a meme that was really good. It said, "I wanted AI to take over like washing the dishes and cleaning my house, not like so I could draw, not so that I have to clean the dishes and kick them out."
Like Rosie the robot.
Yeah, I want them to like in the Jetsons, like the robots did all the manual crap for you. In our world, we want them to think for us.
He had to press the button. That was his job.
So what you're saying is you want a job at Spacey Sprockets.
Ooh. Yeah, that was the
Jane,
greatest.
stop this crazy thing.
I've been watching the Flintstones on Tubi.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so funny because it's funny because the Simpsons took the opening of the Simpsons from the Flintstones. I just realized.
I thought
And
you were
then,
gonna say it's funny because it's true.
and then then the Flintstones took their ideas from the Honeymooners, right? So
Yeah,
Nothing
exactly.
new.
The Honeymooners was what I mean. The Flintstones was
Yeah.
just the Honeymooners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barney's Art Carney and
yeah, oh dude, it was so funny, man. Barney, they try to lie to their wife so they don't have to go to opera, so they could go bowling. That was so good. And then they almost got caught, so they put on fake mustaches using like a broom like bristles, and they had fake German accents. So the wives thought, "Oh, I'm sorry, we thought you were husbands." And then they went home to beat their wives getting home, and then they got into bed, and he was sick, and Barney's reading him a book, and then all of a sudden they almost made it, and then Barney turned around with his little mustache talking in a German accent.
I don't remember this. I don't remember the Flintstones where they went home and beat their wives.
I was just gonna say
They didn't beat
different
their
show.
wives. Yeah, their
No
wives
wonder they
beat
took it
them.
off television.
Their wives beat
So
them.
they went home and beat their wives.
No, the wives beat them. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time in those old
Oh, yeah.
shows.
They would beat them with the rolling pins or like throw stuff at them.
That show taught us all us guys that we were meant to be beat up all the time by our women's.
Except the one episode that was controversial with Fred struck back.
What?
It's frowned upon.
With special guest star Sean
Yeah,
Connery.
Sean Connery as Fred Flintstone. Didn't they have special guests on Fred Flintstone too? Like, where they had like certain
Like the
actors or something.
Dude?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Kind of like the Simpsons would have guest stars.
Yeah. Who played Kazoo?
Who did?
Who played Kazoo?
The Great Kazoo. Kazoo. Man. I wanted to say it was that dude that was. No, it can't.
Lost in Space?
Was it the gay guy from the Hollywood
Yeah,
Square?
or either that or the gay guy that was the uncle on Bewitched. I think me and Elliot are talking about the same guy.
Oh yeah, with the mustache.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. I think, yeah, if it's the guy I'm thinking about. Remember the Hollywood Squares, whatever?
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Are we talking about Paul Lindy? No, maybe I'm missing.
Maybe
No,
that's
he wasn't Kazoo, was he?
No, Paul Led talk like that. It's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's great.
Do you remember Battle of the Network Stars?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I seen that on Instagram.
I loved that show. I loved whenever it came on. It wasn't always on, right? It was like a special.
It was only like in the
thing.
summer or something, right?
Maybe.
When they weren't like filming their shows.
Do you remember Real People? At all?
People.
What's that?
That was like it was it had the kid from the Christmas Story, and it was him and I want to say Kathy Lee, the one that used to be Wonder Woman at one point.
Yeah. Kathy Lee Crosby or Kathy Lee Crosby. That's one of them.
And they did a whole. It was like a human interest show where they would talk about things that people were doing. It was a lot of the news does it now, but they did it as part of like a special show, and they would do like these little segments where like here in this part of the world in Florida, alligators or whatever nonsense they would talk about. It was cool, man. That's when the world wasn't as easy to access through the internet on our phones like it is now.
Yeah.
You needed people to tell you what was going on in other countries and stuff.
Oh man.
I remember there was this one, like, I don't know if you heard it. Stop me, you've heard of it before, but there was this one, like, April Fool's Day joke that was done like in like the 50s on BBC, where they one of their little travelogue shows did an episode about the spaghetti tree crops of like down in Italy. Now, and especially like dry season, like they're having a hard time meeting the demand for spaghetti, and apparently, like, and there was actually footage of women that were like, spaghetti spaghetti harvesters, like pulling these strands of spaghetti out of the trees and laying them out to dry. And like
Gosh,
months
that sounds familiar. That sounds so familiar.
like months
Great.
afterward, they would actually get letters from their viewers asking like where can they get seeds for spaghetti trees and what kind of conditions you need to grow in your garden.
Wow.
So funny.
You're a gullible.
The Italians were throwing shoes at the TVs.
Yeah, but back then, Italian food wasn't as popular as widely consumed as it was now.
The world was a little more
everything's-
magical.
Those are called the Dark Ages.
Just a bit.
How come we never do dinosaur nights?
Dude, we should totally do
You
dinosaurs.
never suggested it.
I just did. And
By
then,
the way, it would be Dragon Night.
Go mythical
And I think
creature night.
that's the
No,
reason
dragons
why
are
we've
not
never done
mythical.
No, I mean dinosaurs.
no, I want to do dinosaur. I want to do Land of the Lost Night.
Oh,
great.
All around. I want to draw Slee Stacks.
Flea stacks, yes.
Those things.
Hey, how do you like
yeah.
my toothless skull? Ah,
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I like it. But it needs some teeth though. You need some teeth.
I know, but I didn't want to make it because I want teeth to be a layer.
Oh, you're doing
Sometimes
NFTs,
it's got
Mike.
all the teeth. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
So, Mike, what's the scam on the NFT thing and on these things? How the scam is obviously 2 ETH is way more. And then when this person's offering the money, because I wanted to tell him, you're a scammer. Mike Miller told me, and then I stopped.
I
But-
honestly don't know what the scam is. Like, why? Why do they even bother?
Well, who have you heard that has fallen for it, and then what do they lose?
I would assume that they think you're going to give them your wallet.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Which is hilarious because I can't remember it. I would, but I tell the person, I said, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. Good luck. They said, but why? And I left it
Could
alone.
they send you a check for half that amount?
No. I got scammed one time for someone trying to get me to, and also each time they asked me to go on to Telegram, and that's like to me like the dark web for communication. It is. That's how I got hustled one time to do that in a different situation. They were trying to. I didn't get hustled because I actually figured it out before that. Remember that? I told you that story, right? This person was trying to. They were interviewing me for a company out of Europe.
Oh, right.
And they sent me a check that I was supposed to deposit to buy all the equipment.
Right.
But the check came in some other company's name, and it was so bad. Something similar to that happened to a family member of mine, and it really messed them up for a long time, for years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a fun thing at all.
Dude, I had a guy send me a check for a gig. I went deposited it. It was a bad check. My freaking bank closed my business account.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
like, I didn't know it was a bad check. Why are you closing my account?
So that happened
Can you
to.
test the check before you deposit it?
How are you going to check it before
No
you
idea. That's what I was
without
wondering.
depositing it?
I think Harpo Marx would drop it on the ground and save it bounced up.
Is this from a rubber tree?
Mm-hmm. You plant it next to the spaghetti tree.
Yeah, see? I knew it.
There you go. Now I want spaghetti though.
But yeah, it's you gotta be careful with that, guys. 'Cause they're trying
Spaghetti?
to
Yeah.
scam us with all that stuff.
A lot of carbs.
They tried to scam me on Instagram.
It was Pedro Pascal.
He said, "Don't you understand? Mike likes me." And I said, "No, I will not do it, my friend."
My brother is trans.
didn't say I like him. It's not going to stop me from going
You clearly
to
said you loved him.
sequel to Gladiator because he's in it.
No, you love him. You stop it right now.
You love him. You love him.
You want to date him.
Yeah.
You want to marry him.
Oh no.
That's what I was thinking.
Who?
Sandra Bullock?
Marion?
Yeah, because Becky loved that movie.
Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows it here. There we go.
You know what I want to watch? I want to watch Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why?
I'm going to watch that tonight.
I didn't see that since I was a kid, man.
Yeah,
I saw it not too long ago. It was great.
Yes. I watched it a few weeks
I've
ago.
never seen that movie, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah.
I know, from Cawson. Oh, you know
That's
why?
crazy.
Because it was 70s, not 80s.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say,
Oh,
that reminds me. It's like the 70s.
I bet you he hasn't even seen Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
What's that?
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
joking.
bye.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
It's Clint Eastwood and what's his face's first role? Bridges.
No, Jeff Bridges.
Bridges. Yeah.
Oh,
You know, a movie
Yeah.
I've never seen all the way through, and it keeps coming on, and I get so mad because I can't see it all the way through. Is Cannonball Run?
Oh man, that's a good movie.
I love that.
I cannot find it anywhere, and whenever it's on TV, I catch a little bit of it, and I never finish the thing.
It's because I think someone bought the rights. I know I try to buy it digitally and I can't find it either. You can get Cannonball Run 2. I think it's locked up in one of those streaming services where they make you could pay to watch it or whatever. Or you had to get a membership or something.
Yeah,
it's got to be it.
And Smoking the Bandit 2 was awful, by the way. So
it was, but it happened in Florida, so I was excited.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what?
It's got Dom DeLuise. Don't get me wrong, but
that's why.
Overall, it's short. It's like, it's just not good, and I don't, it's disappointing. I guess
it's just not as good as the first one.
Yeah,
for sure. That first one is so good, man. Sally Fields is awesome. I was mad though. I was like, "Why? What's wrong? They're supposed to ride off into the sunset. What? Why are they having troubles?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too. If it wasn't for Dom DeLuise, I don't think I could ever rewatch that. The plot of going from, having to, bootleg some beer across state lines versus an elephant. It's like, what?
So what you're saying,
bro, you got to raise the stakes.
So what you're saying is it's nice. Not thrilling, but nice, right?
Exactly.
Oh, brother. Seriously?
Really, Mike?
Nice. Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
Wow.
I'm there. I've been trying to, speaking of that movie, I was trying to find a copy of that streaming somewhere for the kids.
What? Which one?
History of the World.
Oh, History of the World. Oh, okay. Man, I don't know how you show that to your kids in any capacity. I don't know.
My mom.
I watched it as a kid. Did you guys?
I did too, but it was uncomfortable.
That explains so much.
Yeah. It gets a little uncomfortable in places. The feather part.
They don't show nothing.
Yeah, but they imply a lot. That's the problem I have with like even Spaceballs. I tried to watch it with someone one time, and I got real. I was like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have watched that because there was a lot of stuff, a lot of innuendo." Like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just innuendo. It's not like in your face.
It was with a young person. I was like, I shouldn't watch this. Let's change it. Let's change it quick. Let's watch Fraggle Rock. Quick.
Okay, maybe I should watch it myself again first because it's been a long time.
Have you ever watched a movie where it's really good, and then all of a sudden your parent or somebody walks in and then it gets all of a sudden bad? And you're like, wait, no, it wasn't like this the whole time. All of a sudden, it just turned to this. So it's and my mom would be like, "Is that what you watch? Do you like watching that?" I go, "No, I was watching this action movie, and I was watching something."
My mom would say the same thing as she's striking me across the head with a slipper.
Yeah, she's like,
"Is that what you want to watch?
That stuff? You like it?"
Huh? You want this? Huh? You want some? It's like Van Damme. You miss me? You miss me?
Good look at my face. I'm an Oriental.
Yeah, that was Mom, all right. She's like, you like that stuff, huh? You like watching that? You like watching your dirty little... I'm like, no.
So, quick story. My wife's grandmother had my wife's cousin was married to this guy who told me he passed away a while back, but he said, you want to make Marion angry? Marion was my wife's grandmother. You know, I'm new to the family. I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't think it's a good idea. He goes, do it. Watch, trust me. And he put on Goodfellas, and she got mad because it turns out when she was young, she knew all those people in that movie.
What?
And she was like, is that what you want to be? You want to be like these losers? Is that what you want to be? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Marion. It wasn't me. It was Billy. It was Billy, I swear. Yeah.
She knew the actors?
No.
Or the people they were based on?
People they were based on. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
way.
Yeah.
Dude.
Apparently she served Al Capone with her mother when one of the times he visited New York.
No way.
When she was a little girl. Yeah.
Oh, Al Capone. Oh, did you whatchamacallit? I was watching an interview with
She's a good grandma.
Kevin Costner, dude, and he was like talking about how he said Robert De Niro actually would ad lib when he was at the end yelling, "You nothing but a suit and a badge," something like that, you know. And he goes, but he was ad libbing lines like attacking Kevin Costner, and then he was kind of like, "Well, how to respond to that as the character?" And then Sean Connery is like, "Look, this is how you take care of that type of thing," and he like took him aside and told him, "This is how you deal with that like, when it gets in your face."
This
You
is
know?
how you deal with that. Open hand slap.
Are you talking about because of Untouchables?
Yeah, it's because he was Capone, right? De Niro.
Yeah.
Capone, and then he was like, I guess he would go off and start, trying to, intimidating thing, and Kevin Costner was like, how do I deal with that? And then Sean Connery, this is how you deal with this. This is what you got to deal with this character, and it's like,
Gosh.
and it's funny because he told him some things like in the interview I was watching, and he goes, "What'd he tell you? Like, what'd Sean tell you?" And he's like, "No, I'm gonna keep that private. That's just gonna be between us." He said, but yeah, he was just like, he said he was mostly like Sean Connery was like had his golf pants on, like, and he's ready to go golfing after his lines. So he was just like, "Oh, let's do this,"
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget. He said he was doing his lines, and he was just like, he said it to one actor. He was like,
The shot needed.
he goes, act like this isn't your first parade or something like that. He was like, because you got to act like a little cooler. But it's funny is he was just like Sean Connery would do his lines and then get out and leave. He's like, I just want to go golfing.
That's not surprising. Now that you've seen De Niro cursing people out from a speech, a strangely politically non-political speech that he gave in New York.
Yeah, and they were cursing him out. They were like, "F you!" He's like, "F you! You washed up!" And he's like, "Oh man," I was like, "Geez, don't get in a shouting match with other New Yorkers, man. Even if you're a New Yorker."
Well, that's it. When in Rome.
Yeah, those guys, they just took him to task.
Forget about it.
Hey, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
You're nothing. He's doing the part of Capone in that movie. Remember when he says he's getting pulled away to jail?
Yeah.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. This person dead.
I want a little dog and this goldfish in the tank. I want to swim in belly up.
Oh man. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Never get into shouting matches with a common man. Especially a New Yorker, man. Did you see the mayor? He was walking on the street and he was walking through Brooklyn with his entourage. And some guy was like, "Hey, mayor, how you doing?" And the mayor's like, "Oh, how you doing?" He's like, "Not too good, you washed up smooth." He's like, start going off, "You mother." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And then his face looked like he just put his head down and started walking faster.
Mm-hmm.
You good, no good, nothing, rat thing. He's like going on. I was like,
I
dang.
like those videos of everyone supporting Trump out of the Bronx.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, that is incredible. I never thought I'd see that.
Yeah, man. You know what I never thought I'd see? I never thought I saw Michael Rappaport saying he would probably go for Trump.
I know, right? Jeez.
Yeah, that dude is he's trash and
Dude, he
I'm
would
glad
hate
he
Trump with a passion.
yeah.
But he's just like he's like the alternative. He's like it's going. I think what he lost it is when he saw people in New York just robbing stores and just walking
No,
out.
dude, it was because they wouldn't support Israel because all his leftist friends were supporting Hamas. He's like,
oh yeah, he wears the Star of David, doesn't he?
You're Jewish, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how many fans he lost.
I wonder how many fans he had.
Yeah, because I mean, one of my cousins, she was like a really big fan of his, and she hated Trump with a passion, and she was in love with him because he was tirades. So I'm like, I wonder how she is now. Probably, I hate his guts.
He ruined a whole season of My Name Is Earl for me, man. I hated that dude.
Oh, he was on that show?
Yeah, he was in there like well, I wouldn't say the entire season, but a good chunk of it was the thing where Earl was in jail, where he took the rap for Joy, and so he's in jail like the whole season. Well, half the season, and then half the season he was in a coma, and then they made jokes about the fact that they had him in a coma for half the season.
Oh, I didn't know that. Whoa. I probably stopped watching him at a certain season, but
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's easy to do because that whole coma thing, man, just dragged on for so long. That was the bad part. They were, I mean, like it was so bad they made fun of it late in the next season, season 4.
Were they were they like negotiating a contract or something? Or
No, it just was a story thing where, all right, they had Earl go to jail for, or he was taking the rap for Joy, so she wouldn't have her third strike or whatever, and. So he spends part of that in jail, and that's where Michael Rappaport's in there. He's like a cellmate with a Mexican dude, and he was so obnoxious. The dude was so freaking. I can't even. You want to talk about somebody who's just unlikable on screen in real life, I guess, or whatever, is Michael Rappaport. And then he was in there, and then when they get out of jail, then shortly afterwards, they had this character Billy, played by. Oh man, now I can't think. Who's the boss? The chick out there. I can't remember her name again. I'm having a.
Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano, yeah.
She's in it.
She played Earl's love interest, Billy, and then he gets hit by a car. They both get hit by a car, and they're both in a coma. And it was just so. Makes me so mad because I love that show, and then Michael Rappaport ruined a good chunk of it every time he was on screen.
Yeah, it's funny because what was that? Is it? I can't remember his name. Is Ribisi? Giovanni Ribisi?
Yeah, he's awesome, man. Anytime he's on there, dude, he's just
yeah, he's great, man.
He's great at playing a redneck. I don't know where he learned, but he's perfect.
Yeah, dude, he's so good. He's a great actor, man. He was just like when he walks up and he's just like, I think he's wearing his underwear and a bathrobe.
Yeah,
and he's just like, sorry, man, I'm gonna have to kill you. You know, he's like, what? He's like, because was he with his mom or something? I can't remember what.
Something happened and they were drunk or something, and Earl slept with his mom, and he was just like, dude, I'm gonna have to kill you. He finds out, like, I'm gonna kill you now.
Man, I just got to do it. You know, I gotta kill you.
You know, I love you, buddy, but I'm gonna have to kill you now.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna kill you now. I was like, what? Yeah, and then the one I like, there's this character where they're reminiscing about how crazy their friend was, and they show them walking down the sidewalk, and the guy like sneaks up behind a policeman walking down the sidewalk, and like grabs his gun, and then with it, he's like, "I got your gun, stupid! Got your gun!"
Yeah,
and they're all freaking out. Like, right, they're fucking out.
They're just like, "Whoa, this thing's great!" Yeah, that was the crazy Donnie. Yeah,
got your gun, stupid! Got your gun. Like,
and then there was the cops episode where he's out on the lawn and he's got the snake, or he's naked and he's got a big some kind of python. It was yellow and it was wrapped around him, and he's like, you got to put some clothes on. He's like, well, what if I just wrap it around my area? And he's like, turn around, let me see it. He's like, I got my snake pad, so he's like, that'll do. And he's like doing like whatever Tai Chi or something out in the yard with the snake, and he's naked. Oh man.
Man,
And then the little gay guy keeps driving down the road back and forth looking at him.
You remember the daytime hooker in that?
Yeah, Patty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Patty's
we actually had, I'm not even joking, we had a daytime hooker outside my place in Vegas we lived at. And she was almost a spitting image of that lady. And like every time we pull up in our car to like into our apartment drive, our apartments were like behind this motel. So she was on the side of the road by a motel. So every time we pulled up, she'd like stand her tippy toes like she thought it was like, John's or whatever. And then it'd just be us, and she'd be like, she recognized, she'd be like, oh hey, like daytime hooker. Because she was in the daytime too.
Yeah, Patty, the daytime hooker. She's like, I even pulled out my good boob.
Yeah, I pulled out my good boob, girl. God knows I tried to pull out my good boob. It's like that's the sad thing is like in Vegas, you got used to like stuff, and I was thinking, can you imagine growing up as a kid in Vegas and the stuff you get used to seeing?
Yeah.
That other kids don't see. I'm like, that's kind of disturbing because we'd be driving on the side of the road and we're at a red light, and I look over and there's like those little like newspaper little stands, and there'd be like topless women in the newspaper pictures, like, and I'm like, dang, that's just open for anyone to see. A little kid could be sitting there in his car just looking.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas, but I have to imagine that there's some stories.
They tried to family-friendly Vegas up for like a decade, but I think they quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did for sure.
Yeah, when I first moved there and I was like working with some people, the young people were like, they were all like just out of high school. I was a little older than them, and they were like, they'd be talking on a lunch break in a cafe, but it was a cafe that was open to the public. So they're sitting there and they're like dropping F-bombs. And I was like, hey, I go, hey, there's kids around here. And they looked at me with this blank look like, what do you mean? And I was like, I realized they just talk that way because their parents talk that way around them all the time. And they just grew up with that. Like, they didn't even think anything weird of it. They were just like, and like, I'm from Michigan. And I mean, we'd hear people curse, but usually they're ticked off when they're cursing. You know what I mean? It wasn't like just describing like how cold the temperature was or their favorite movie or something. It was like, it's always like angry. Whenever I heard the F word, it was like angry. He wasn't.
Matt walked up to him. Hey man, that's not cool. Knock it off.
Yeah, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "They didn't even get it." And
back off, man.
Yeah, I was like, "This gets us kids here, man." And then people would they say,
yeah, and then you hear the kids, and they're like, "What?"
They're like, "Shut your beeping mouth."
Yeah, tell them that mofo what you said. Yeah, the kids.
They were like, there's some messed up stories I heard from the coworkers. Learned a lot that those few years I was there.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas a few times or a couple times for work, and I did not like it.
Yeah, it's funny is that when you live there for a while, you forget that you're in Vegas because we didn't go to the Strip very often, and it's like and I forgot I was in the desert when it was the winter time because I just go and be suburbs, just drive around suburbs, and then all of a sudden when we have to leave, I'd be like, "Whoa, we're in the middle of the desert. What the heck? This is weird."
I mean, I respect I mean, I used to do that for work. Like I would go there to visit some of the dealerships during my Harley days, and it was surprising how much of it is not the Strip. And so I get it. It's just the Strip is such a monolithic spot in that space. It's so prevalent. That's all that people talk
and not
about.
only that, it's like wherever you go, if you go to like a grocery store, there's slot machines everywhere. 7-Eleven, grocery
stores. They're in the airport. It's like as soon as you get off the plane.
I mean, I can't think of
weird. Oh yeah, that was in the videos I watched. Oh, okay.
I can't remember if it was
Mike,
the post
that's
office,
cool.
but everywhere.
That's a good job, Mike.
But here's the thing, though, is like in Vegas, the casinos for me were just like going to the mall. It was like there's the movie theater was there, the arcade, the bowling alley, food places. So it was like when you go to the casino, it wasn't to gamble for me. I just went to go eat or go watch a movie. So it was like the mall to me. But you got used to slot machine sounds and the smell of smoke 24/7.
Oh yeah. I imagine it's probably.
Yeah. Even the younger people smoked at the time. I never see anybody smoke after that when I moved to California. You don't see anybody with cigarettes hardly.
Yeah, it's since I was a kid, man, it's changed completely because everybody smoked when I was a kid. Here in California.
Yeah, when I grew up in high school, we had a smoking section for the kids.
What?
Yeah.
The kids had a smoking section in the back of the school.
Yep.
So and the teachers would be smoking with the kids.
That's where all the burnouts. That's where all the burnouts hung out.
Yeah.
Wait, who's saying wow?
Me?
Aren't you the same?
What?
Oh, where?
I don't smoke.
I know, but your school didn't have a smoking section?
No,
Not
remember
here
that.
either. Not
Yeah.
entirely.
The East Coast is probably a little different than the West Coast.
Well, that was I was in Detroit when we did that.
But that's not East Coast. That's what,
that's
north?
That may as well be West Coast.
Yeah.
No, that's more Midwest, Detroit.
Remember?
It's got West in the name. That works.
And also, a lot of the East is like, Bible Belt kind of stuff too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're heavy smokers, man.
A lot of kids smoke, but they were smoking off campus or whatever.
Yeah.
At the bus stops or whatever.
They were definitely hiding that from the parents. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I was talking about that the other day, how prevalent weed is now, but weed is what cigarettes used to be in those days. It was just the thing you did. There's so much recreational. That's the word I was looking for the other day. There's so much recreational marijuana, and alcohol has always been a thing, but not like it is now. There's so many weird extra mixtures. I remember we were like the big thing that people were drinking when I was young was Zimas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I drank Zimas because I hated freaking beer, man.
And I really like beer now. I not
like
all
beer.
beer. I like certain beers.
Yeah, none of those IPAs.
I can't stand the smell of it.
I don't like the citrusy ones. When you get those ones that have a lot of like grapefruit, whatever, I don't care for that. It's an acquired taste. I mean, as far as flavor goes, if you don't have to like the effects of beer, but flavor wise, I find it pretty interesting. It's like when I was smoking cigars for a while, I really got into it. I was like, cigars are cool. I like the whole the nuance of flavors, and you get certain notes of certain leaves or certain additives.
That's what rum's like.
Yeah, rum's like that. Rum is hard for me though. It's too much of that spice. But I like bourbon and whiskey a lot for that reason. I like good flavored, good stuff like that. Although if you get a cheap one, it's just going to be just good old fashioned. You might as well just be Ripple. Remember Ripple?
No.
That was a drink that Grady used to drink on Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
Ripple. That might as well have been Mad Dog 2020. Remember that stuff? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Boone's Farm, Mad Dog,
Boone's Ferry.
Thunderbird.
Yeah. Isn't it Boone's Ferry, not Boone's Farm?
Boone's Ferry is one of them.
Pass
when I was in the
word,
army,
Thunderbird.
It was such a bad thing in the army, man. We were just all alcoholics.
What's the action? Satisfaction.
I embarrassed myself a lot in the military.
Oh man.
You didn't have to caveat that.
Hey, it's the reality, man.
You know what I used to drink and I stopped drinking because it's pretty bad for you?
Coca-Cola?
Arizona iced tea.
Really?
Yeah, because it's got all that corn syrup in it, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I used to drink that stuff like it was water, man. I was always drinking it. And then I switched to peace tea because I thought it was like, hey, this is a regular cane sugar. It's better for you than. And then I switched to and I realized I got to just cut sugar out, man. That was hard to do.
All the cool kids were drinking Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, I used to drink it until I had a bad situation where I didn't know it's broken, and I drank out of the bottle. I got one of those bottles, and unwrapped it. I drank out of it, and the top was actually crushed.
Oh.
And I had glass rolling around in my mouth. Luckily, it didn't cut me. I don't know how that happened, but it was rolling around in my mouth, and I was like, "Why is it crunchy?" And I looked back, and I was like, "Oh god!" Yeah,
Oh, that's
that was
terrifying.
yeah, that was one of. And luckily, I don't know how, but it didn't cut me. I just spit it all out and was like, "Give me a glass of water, rinse this around, hopefully expel it." And yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
It was not good. I was standing around with some friends at his house, and I was his sister, who was way older than us, and she was standing there, and I tear open the bottle, and
this story.
yeah, I might have. I've had a couple of instances like this. There was the one that I got from a convenience store here in town, and I was going down the road and I was drinking. I was like, "Why is it fuzzy?" And there's a big layer of mold on the top.
I did that with a Capri Sun.
Yeah, it was a big thick layer like carpet. Yeah. Oh.
No, mine was like, it was just like, you slip, and there's just a big old clunk of freaking. So gross.
Well, I'll call the company, and they wouldn't do anything. They're like, "Hey, we can replace it for you." I was like, "You have mold in your product. How does that happen?"
And then you're like replacing. You're like, all right.
No, I never did. I was like, "Dude, I'm not touching that again, man." It's like, oh
no, man. I got a worse story than that. I actually bought a burrito from the gas station, right? The breakfast burrito, and we bought it. They go, "Hey, we'll have this in the morning the next day," right? So I was the first one getting up. I got up, made my burrito, ate it. It was huge. It was like it was a big one, right? So I ate it, and then it tasted a little weird to me, but I just finished off anyway. And then my brother gets up, and then he goes over.
You didn't look at it and say, "Hey, man, it tastes a little weird. I need to stop."
No. He opens up the burrito to put hot sauce in it, and he's like, "Whoa!" And I go, "What?" He goes, "Dude, don't eat your burrito." I go, "Why?" He goes, "It's got mold all inside of it." And I'm like, I already ate mine like an hour ago.
Oh.
I thought it tasted a little weird.
That's why Cousin likes Steven Seagal so much. His stomach is like a Steven Seagal.
He's got an iron stomach.
Yeah.
Cast iron, baby. Oh man.
He has the Aikido of intestines.
Yeah. His stomach says, "Oh, you miss me? You miss me?"
I've got a story about this is so. Has anybody ever gone to a restaurant, bit into it, and bitten into a stick?
Oh no.
No?
A stick? Into what?
Oh,
into a stick.
A stick.
There's a
Like
stick
kebab?
in your food. Has anyone ever had that happen to them?
That's crazy.
I'm going to
I
take
think
that as a
you
no.
I see
Is
ones.
that a no? Is everyone saying no here?
No.
I know I am.
Okay, all right. Then let me tell this story. This is so bizarre. So I'm out with my wife at Islands, this restaurant we go to, and I'm telling her this. I order my chicken sandwich. It's a delicious chicken mushroom sandwich. And I'm telling her this story about how when I was in junior college, I went to Taco Bell one time, and I ordered my Tostito and whatever else. And, I get my Tostito, I put my sauce on it, I bite into it. There's literally a stick in my Tostito, in my tostada. Right? A stick, a piece of wood is in my tostada. I kid you not. Right?
It's organic.
That's not the funny part of the story. And my wife will vouch for me. My chicken sandwich gets to the table. I bite into it, and there's a stick in it.
What?
The most random thing. I had just been telling her the story, and it happens again.
Oh, it happens again.
Maybe they worked at the Taco Bell when they were kids.
What did your wife say? Was she like, "What?"
I mean, we were both just flabbergasted. What are the chances of that happening?
Oh my god!
I couldn't even imagine. I should have played the lottery.
Man. That's like Charlie Brown, where he's like, "I got a stick." So that's like,
I got
Here's the,
how's your
here's the
problem?
bad news, Mike. That stick was your lottery prize. Once you used up all your luck on the stick.
Oh no!
Is that a stick in your
The
taco?
crew.
Is that a stick in your taco? Or are you just glad to see me?
Hey,
Ew. Neither.
Man, oh man.
Gosh.
How in the world?
I know,
mean-
right? Told you.
Was it like it wasn't like a kebab, or do they serve a
No.
lot of? No.
Maybe they're
It wasn't kebab.
Like like if a piece
It
of
wasn't a toothpick?
how you might carry in some sort of a wooden crate or something, and then like a piece of the crate breaks off and then
Oh, good heavens.
somehow falls into your chicken sandwich. I don't know how it happens, but that's what it was. I literally took. It was my first bite too. Like it was the punchline to the joke. I was just telling her.
maybe
So
somebody was
weird.
concerned that you weren't getting enough fiber.
Yeah.
Well,
That would be a heck of a thing to listen into the story and go, "Hey, I got an idea. I'm going to put a stick in the food. It'll be funny."
what it
What's
was?
this? Yeah, what's this, guys?
It was actually Jim Lee. It was actually Jim Lee in the back going, "Oh, remember that story he told about me? He did it the first time. Then he saw you again. He did the second time. I'm going to get him again. Watch this."
Yeah, it's like Pulp Fiction. He hired a ninja and a bowl of rice to come at you.
The chef's on the phone. Hey, Jim, that guy you told me about, he's sitting right out there.
You're not
Talk
gonna believe
about a
it.
stick in his food.
He's with a woman that looks strange, like one of your.
Yeah, I
characters.
could do that.
That's so weird.
Right?
Yeah,
That's-
that's like really weird.
I mean, it's literally unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you,
God,
I was-
that
you
happened.
would totally think I was making this up, but I could if my wife was here.
If your wife was there to witness it. It's like
I'll tell her.
she's probably like, if I wasn't there, I wouldn't even believed it if I didn't see it. It's too improbable.
It was bizarre.
Has it ever
But you
happened
also
again
don't
since
know-
then?
I've never had another stick in my food since then. That's why I was asking if any of you have ever had sticks in your food, because it's like
Now you make all your own food, so there's that.
now
guess
if I
that-
get a stick in my food, it's the kind I like.
Except for that bag of us jerky. He's gonna find
No
a stick.
sticks in that, right?
Right.
He's gonna find one
Be like, oh, stick in there.
He's a stick in the mud.
because he told us the story. Jim Lee's in the kitchen going,
Looking around.
It's like that guy in the
Corn
meme.
dogs.
The guy that black guy in the meme where he's behind a tree, like rubbing his hands, licking his chops. He's like, remember that meme?
Yeah.
There's the guy behind the tree. I don't know what that's from, but
Just shredding their.
oh man, there's this Instagram like channel where it's just the whole channel is like this black guy who makes this food. He's from like some, I don't know which country in Africa, but he makes food and there's these two people sitting at a table and he throws it into this plate and dumps it, like it just flies all over the place and it's boiling hot and they all grab it. It looks like a giant ball of Play-Doh and they're tearing pieces off it and dip it in this hot and they're just shoving it in their mouth and it's just like so disgusting. I couldn't help it. I made a comment. I'm like, why do you even use plates or a table for that matter? Just throw it on the floor, watch you eat it. I'm like, it's so disgusting. And I'm like, they had to have done this on purpose just to try to get shock views, but they got over 1 million like subscriptions, I guess.
Well, it worked.
Yeah. But it angers me every time I see it. I just feel anger belt rising up in me.
And then you watch it again.
Yeah. Whenever I feel like a good, instead of a good cry, like when I like a good cry, if I need a good like rage build
You
up.
just go watch a Steven Seagal movie where he loses the girl.
Oh man, that's more like heartbreaking, that one.
This is when you need a good cry.
And Matt's like, "It's okay, Steven. I'll cry for you."
Yeah. I cry. I cry.
Like
for
Conan.
him.
He doesn't cry, so I cry for him.
Cry for him.
That's awesome.
No, what's great is that you watch him interviewed by these two like Russian young guys who are like UFC like young fighters, and they're interviewing him, and he's just like, it's great because he's like taking him to a nice restaurant and everything, and then they're like, "What do you do in this situation if someone pulls a gun on you?" And he goes, "Because And then he goes, well, you don't wait for them to do something. He goes, I freaking you deal with them first. And he goes, but what about the law? And he's like, F your laws. And I was like, yes. He goes, with all due respect, F the law when it comes to my survival. And I'm like, I got to see a movie now where it's basically like it follows him the day in the life of Seagal. Like it's supposed to be him, but it's fiction movie where he's just like dealing with stuff like this in the way you expect him to.
It's not Pulp Fiction, it's Gulf Fiction. Something else.
Nice one. I get it because he's fat. I gotta say, I'm a little concerned though. I've seen him lately in a video, a new one, and I was like, dang, he got bigger than he was.
Hello.
Just when you think he couldn't get any bigger, he did. I mean, he's like, yeah, that's dangerous, man. I'm like, is he trying
You know what
to
it is? It's your fault.
know what it
He
is?
said, as long as I have one fan, I'll enjoy this next Twinkie.
Know what it is? Is he's trying to do what Tom Cruise is doing. He's trying to take himself out, living the life, but he's going the opposite way. Instead of like physical feats, he's just eating whatever he wants. He's like, I'm going with gusto, baby.
He's doing the live action movie of Supersize It.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 1 minute left.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's 9:14.
Dang.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
good.
Well,
That's good.
I guess
Good
I'm
zombie,
done with
Mike.
the zombie. Thanks.
That's it. Wait, is that a portrait of a president? I don't. Anyway.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
What?
yeah, it's
What?
Biden. I'm still running.
exactly.
Let me tell you something. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, did you see that video where Trump said that he's gonna drop out?
Biden is starting to look like Fire Marshal Bill. So,
Yeah, kind of. Let me tell you something.
let me tell you something.
Do you hear him? He said he's not going to drop out though, because Trump was saying that. So he's like, "I'm not going to drop out. I'm running in 2020." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Well,
I'm gonna beat Trump in 2020.
2020, and everyone cheered for him. And like, wait a second, what?
Well, supposedly they're running out of time. They can't, and if he doesn't want to go,
They're just glad he got the right century.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
He's definitely going just to show, because he's going to be at the last minute. He's going to be like either dead or he's going to be like, yeah, I guess I'll drop out.
Okay, I got the straw poll up.
All right, straw pulls up. Here's my zombie from Spider-Man Rain.
Rain. Oh man.
So he says. Anyway,
Here.
I can turn off his hat.
Oh,
No hat for
Oh,
you.
nah.
How about no facial skin?
Whoa.
No.
That doesn't look anything like Spider-Man.
No eyeballs?
Yeah, it still doesn't look like Spider-Man.
Come on.
No? How about no skin?
What is this?
Whoa.
Oh, that's Peter Parker, right? I totally see it.
Yeah, no.
Peter Parker, 2099.
that's Peter Parker's X-ray.
That's it. That's it.
After a new.
Oh, how about no teeth?
Oh.
He says Peter Parker's X-ray, or so it's Spider-Man X-Rain. Yeah, that's terrible.
This dude looks like skin but no eyes.
Just a good old boy.
Look at that. I made a whole NFT. All right. Next up, we have Elliot.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's nice.
That looks
Whoa.
great.
Wait a
So I
minute.
did.
That's the
Thanks.
next Spider-Man.
This is the only thing I can remember from Cousins' picture or comic. So I did I did a zombie Kingpin,
Yeah, that's scary.
and
Yeah.
I picked Black Spidey instead. Black suit
Why
Spidey.
not? Looks cool.
It kind of looks like that guy's art, right? Kind of the similar style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So I
like
was
kind
trying
of the bubbly muscles.
Yeah, I tried.
It looks like someone's been studying forearm muscles.
Yeah.
Because of you, Mike. Because of you.
Because of me. I thought it was because of JJ.
Because of you,
What?
Mike. Because of you.
Between the two of you, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Now you can see it.
was what now?
Thank you, Comics Bear. Appreciate it.
Very, very nice. I mean, that looks like crap. Let's move on.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so
Hey,
cute.
Melissa.
I tried to look up the cat girl from Spider-Man Reign, and this is the closest I could come. I'm like, oh no, that's adorable. So
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I like it.
I
Nice.
love that.
cute. Hi,
I'm a
Comics
cat
Bear.
person too.
Taking away the only way they know how.
Oh, that's awesome. Where you go, sis?
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Great kitty.
Oh my gosh.
I
Uh,
think
Yes. Amy wins.
Let's go up.
All right, let's call it. Amy won.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm dropping the straw poll. Does the straw poll actually work? I'm dropping the straw poll. I don't have my regular account.
Oh,
What do you mean you're dropping? Like
Yeah,
you're,
drop
Yeah,
stop.
I don't have my Jeff Potts account.
oh, well, drop it in the private chat.
I don't think I can.
In the private chat, you're in this room.
Chat. Hang on. Okay, I found it. I'm on my phone.
Are you in a hotel?
hope you're keeping safe, Comics Bear.
I'm at my mother-in-law's house, and of course I don't. Hang on, let me.
It's hurting my
They don't have a computer?
Hang on. You know what? No, I can't do it in Discord. Can you get to your Twitter?
Oh, me?
Yeah, I can send it to you on Twitter.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, he sounds so sad about Twitter.
Wait, do I follow you on Twitter?
Yeah, you follow me on. I think you follow me on Twitter.
Let me fix that.
I do.
That's just a little bit more.
Little low. Come on, then. That's a woman, Mike. What are you responding? Yes, accurate. That is indeed a woman, Jeff. Thank you for pointing that out. Are you going to send this thing or not?
Yes, I just sent it.
I'm on Twitter and I don't see it.
I guess the internet's just a little sluggish tonight.
What the
You
heck?
are.
You have
Mike.
another? How many accounts do you have?
I'll never tell.
All right, here we go. The link is in the chat. Making the way. All right, and that is Amy. Who else we got to show here? Let's go to Sharpie Sharp.
Oh, me? Yeah. Let me see here. See if I can get my. I'm gonna have to scroll it about. There we go. There's Kingpin's body right here.
Oh my gosh, where's his head? Oh,
right here.
There's his head. So in this story, Spider-Man's a zombie too?
No.
Does it really matter, Mike? Did the story really matter when you started drawing your zombie head?
Hey, this is an in-canon zombie.
It's in a cannon?
Goodness.
I gotta laugh. Anyway, there we go. There's
Dude, I totally want to do this zombie NFT series now.
Makes sense.
Combo, bro.
It looks like so much fun to work on.
Well, it's some of
Breaking
the
the
most-
way. The only way I know how.
all right. There's mine. You guys can check it out in its glory or lack thereof. I tried to avoid making it too gory for the crew and everybody out there watching.
Aw, that's sweet of you.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks dope. Oh, so you did
And I really hate Kingpin. I really hate Kingpin as a character. So
Really?
Plus 6
Why?
magic.
absolutely. Well, number one, he's overrated. He's a lard butt who, it's like, oh, like he's a power. Oh, he's basically a power lifter, and everybody fears him. He beats Daredevil up. Daredevil should be able to kick the crap out of him, but that's beside the point.
Oh yeah.
And he makes everybody miserable. And Spider-Man could beat him with one arm tied behind his back. You know, stuff like that. There's something about that character is very overrated in my mind.
Well, he's a. Was he ever really a Spider-Man villain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had,
Because he makes a great Daredevil villain.
yeah.
I think his first appearance is Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I believe so
I
too.
If you're doing a
so.
series that has a lot of crime and like political intrigue, then a character doesn't necessarily have to be overly strong to be a part of the story. So that would work for Daredevil or Spider-Man. But like he wouldn't really work, I guess, with something like the Avengers, because you're kind of like, I don't.
No, Spider-Man is supposed to be almost as freaking strong as the Hulk.
No, he's
God, he hit his own friend.
you're gonna make me go nerd here, and I'm sorry for everybody out there. But in the Marvel Handbook, it says Spider-Man's only class 10 level, so he can only lift 10 tons, up to 10 tons. The Hulk is past 100 plus tons, so no, he's not. Spidey's not anywhere near the Hulk's strength
10
level.
tons?
Nerd.
Right? I mean, I feel like he should be able to throw around. I mean, I don't know how much.
Yeah, he can pick up cars and stuff. Yeah, Spidey
Yeah.
can pick up cars and stuff, but
Oh.
Well, yeah, if you could bench 10 tons, that's like a semi.
yeah.
Right. So he's, yeah, but Kingpin isn't. Is he a mutant? Like, does he have super strength?
No,
Or is he-
that's what makes me so mad about it. Is he
Right.
goes around and he starts, you know,
Yeah. Pencils down, Matt.
It's not a pencil.
Peter.
He got you there.
oh Lord. But anyway, that's what bugs me about the character. He goes around and he's like, you know, treats other characters like he's so strong, but I don't know. It's just it's
Hey,
so,
Matt,
so
I like that sticker on your thing.
Oh,
nice.
thank you, crew.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
Oh, that's adorable.
Got that from Eric.
You see mine?
Oh yeah. Yes.
On the back of my
Where
iPad.
did you get these?
Nice.
Nino Towski.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was a few years back. Was it before pandemic or around the same time?
Yeah. Art Bell says we need a young Peter Parker looking like Smeller himself. Step it up, lads. I don't really understand that. Alpha Proto Mrs. Kyung Lee Junkyard Dunn says he became a 20-tonner like 15 years ago. He should be mid-upper tier in strength.
hi, Junkyard.
Yeah, you're reading a really old Marvel handbook, Kevin.
It still doesn't change. It still doesn't change the fact that the Hulk's now like World Breaker Hulk, and he's like beyond. He can split planets now. So Spidey wouldn't have
That's
a chance.
retarded.
So he's
Really?
like,
I didn't make those rules, Mike. That's just how some writers have wrote stories.
Okay,
Like-
well, if I was writing it, Spider-Man and the Hulk would be the same power.
No,
That's
Spider-Man.
insane.
I thought Spider-Man has more like Captain America power, or stronger than Captain America by a little bit.
No. He can do it.
No, Spidey has
That's
the proportionate strength.
The
Spidey's in
proportionate
the
strength of a spider.
the movies kind of amp up Cap a little bit, because Cap's only supposed to be upper tier human, which is around 8. He can bench 800 pounds. So there you go.
Well, he can. Was it Spidey in the comics? He could lift cars, right? Throw cars and stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It was roughly level. It's like lift 10 tons or something like class 10. They had different rankings, and the Hulk was class 100. You couldn't. Yeah, you didn't. That wasn't happening, man. That wasn't happening. Spidey would get broken.
So what had happened was
What happened? What happened?
like this Spider-Man should like be Santa Claus, like for the Avengers one year. That would be good,
Yeah, I was going to say he looks more like a Santa.
Oh,
right?
Melissa, we need to see yours.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Okay, I'm just kind of. Okay, yes. Let me just go ahead and scan and send a link up now. I'm sorry. Oh, boy.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, Spider.
Spider, okay?
Hey, thank you, Art Bell. I appreciate it, bud.
He said he missed the Spider-Man show. Well, he came in at the end of it.
Who missed it?
SC Spider.
Oh, Spider. Okay. That threw me off because he said Spider and it's a Spider show. I was like, what?
Okay. Sorry for the extreme roughness of it. I would say get me off the list, except I didn't have a chance to.
Oh, look.
But
Sneaky
so
bird.
the idea is
I see a bird. I see a city.
yeah, bless you, maybe, yeah. It's supposed to I'm trying to do a picture of like very old Spider-Man feeding pigeons to the feeding crumbs to the pigeons on the side of a skyscraper. I
So
I
okay, there's Spider-Man
just
and
didn't
there's
have
a
time to
bird.
finish it. There was this family emergency, and I
Yeah.
basically
Oh,
spent
no,
most
I'm
of my time
sorry.
downstairs. So this is as far as I could get.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay. But oh my gosh, look at the bird. He's so cute.
Bless you, thanks, this.
Aw.
Oh, I would like to share one interesting piece of news in lieu of a complete picture. Apparently, I don't know if you heard, but like Paramount and Skydance are merging, and like John Lasseter is going to be in charge of Nickelodeon now.
No.
What?
Really?
Really? He's going to be in charge of all the animation made by Paramount and their subsidiaries, including Nickelodeon.
Whoa. Okay.
That's cool.
Alpha's impressed. Yeah. This is Open Tunes.
Oh yeah, Alpha. I love it. Sometimes we could like hang on, maybe just have like an Alpha Open Tunes like draw session. This is an amazing program.
So is he not allowed to hug the interns anymore?
I don't know. I guess
That should
I don't know
always be
what their
allowed.
hugging policy is. But I'd hug him.
I'd probably get rid of the alcohol before the hugs. But
That's a good idea.
That'd be a decent compromise.
Fair point. It's a fair point. All right, let's get on over to who won. Oh wait, we're waiting for
the draw along, right?
We're
Was there a draw along? Did anybody do any draw
Right,
along?
that's right, the draw along. Let's get over to the draw along.
He hugs everyone. Yeah, he hugs Miyazaki.
Share screen.
He hugged Hayao Miyazaki, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first up we got Thunder Rat.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
Oh, I like it. I like it, Thunder Rat.
Oh, that's nice.
Thunder Rat.
Oh no.
One more hit.
I like the trench coat too. That's nice.
Rhaegar says, if I don't know who John Lasseter is, does that make me a nerd? John Lasseter is the writer, director responsible for all the good Pixar movies.
Yeah, founder of Pixar.
Yeah.
Well, him and
Toy Story and
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, fun fact, my dad was on the team of people who built the workstations that they made
Really?
Toy Story on. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
I think
he,
storytelling's in your blood,
he
isn't
got
it?
he got asked if he wanted to go see Toy Story long before it came out.
Yeah, it does.
He said,
And he said yes.
I'm gonna go watch a cartoon.
Oh, I see.
I'm like, you could have taken me. I would have gotten to watch a stupid cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
There are other people in the house, you know.
All right, Doug Smith.
All right, Doug.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh,
that is
That's
freaky.
so cool.
All right, let's see the. Oh wait, I need to. Hold on. I need to share the. I need to share the audio.
How about
Okay, here we go.
okay.
There you go. Nice.
Egg salad.
Very cool.
That's so cool.
think he does. He's
All right,
always
next
cute.
up, Elrod.
Oh my gosh, he's so dapper. I love him.
That is.
It's raining.
Oh yeah, you can hit the right there.
He's got a little brolly and a hat and a big bow tie.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Yes, we all do. It's true, Alfred.
Yeah.
Next up, Juan Soto.
Oh, that's really nice, Juan.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
What's with the
Oh,
baton?
the old man's cane? No, that's his signature, right?
No, there's a baton here. Is that a cane? It's too short to be a cane.
I can't see in the
It's a Is that a baton or a cane?
Well, he might say
No, I think it's part of the webbing, right?
Man,
No, it can't be part of the webbing.
it's his king.
And it's got little motion lines on it. So
I guess he's kind of spinning it around.
Is that supposed to be?
okay, it's an old man cane.
Is that supposed to be Kingpin's cane?
That would be
He's
something.
an old man, so it's an old man's cane.
Take Kingpin's king and keep it as a trophy.
Gotcha.
You know, maybe use it.
All right. Rain.
Yeah.
As opposed to rain.
Oh gosh. You beat me to it.
All right, I'm not.
That's excellent.
All right.
And the other rain.
Juan
Very
Soto
good.
with
Very
another
good.
one.
Oh, that's a great one.
Spider reading glasses.
It's adorable.
Oh, that's
Very,
a good one.
very adorable. And Alpha Proto. Yeah. Cast this radioactive. Oh, come on.
Shot me in a corner. He's infinite comboing me.
For the kids.
All right. Amy Lester.
I have to give it to Elrod, the little Spider-Man with the bow tie and the hat, and the one with a little crown. I think those are just really cute.
All righty.
Although you did a great job on your drawings, Juan. Those are really nice. And of course, Doug's always amazing. Like
Missy.
always.
Melissa.
Yeah, it's going to be Elrod for me too. Those little guys are just wonderful.
All
I
right.
love them.
Two Elrods. Herman.
Juan Soto.
Juan.
Juan.
Cossin.
I'm going to go for. They're all good, but I'm going to have to go with. What was the first one you showed again?
Well,
Thunder Rat.
Yeah.
Thunder Rats. For
It is
today.
excellent.
All right.
great
Sharp.
pieces.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to lean with Thunder Rat.
Oh, no, wait.
Same for me.
Jarakomanga. Thunder Rat.
Thunder Rat.
All right, I'm going to go with Thunder Rat 2. Congratulations, Thunder Rat. Tonight you are the Froze
Yay.
Speech. Just kidding. You're not here. Okay, let's go over to the. Where is it? Where'd I put it? Who won, drawn, and quartered? Everybody voted, right? Oh my gosh, we've got a three-way tie. Mike,
Nice.
congratulations. Everybody else got medals too? Well, no. Melissa,
Can
I'm
you
sorry.
read it?
Melissa can have mine. We'll share.
Nice.
Okay, there you go. Everyone gets medals tonight.
Yay!
Yay!
Good time.
Time
That's an
with
easy way
friends
to
is
do
the
it.
greatest medal of all.
Yep.
Everyone's a winner.
Mhm.
You're a winner too. That means we can get out of here in 2.5 hours. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks
God
for showing
bless
up.
us, everyone.
Thanks.
Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.